15.
No, but G baby, that's my point was the switch up with Deontay Johnson is so annoying
Before
because
you continue talking, you better shout out that boy Zay and that boy Camel Toast. You already know where them boys be
Zay
hitting
and
us up
Camel.
about that. Yeah.
Oh,
The
the
goat member
Gold
don't
members.
don't forget
The
don't
Goat.
forget.
I'm glad. You know what, Jay? Thank you for letting me know. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've had such a good couple of days that I forgot all about that. I need to get this banner up though. There we go. I want to remind everybody to our Goat members, King J and Comatose, for being the only two Goat members. Appreciate you guys. Uh, Other than that, now we can talk about the. Oh, screw it, I'll do everything. Use code Players Choice to get a free extra $5 for the on the Lucra app. Whenever you do download the app, you get a Lucra $10 as well. So always keep that in mind. Keep in mind for one of the since the off season is upon us, we'll be doing more basketball wagers of the week. One of the wagers of the week will be what should it be this week, Bema? You want to do Bradley Beal or Porzingis versus Sabonis for points?
I
Not
like
bad.
that because we always do Bradley Beal in them. So
With,
Porzingis versus Sabonis.
we'll do KP versus Demontis Sabonis for points, bro. This Saturday. Always keep that in mind, man. Other than that, am I missing any other announcements? I think we're good. Dub, I need you to stop comparing AID to Harden D. I don't do that. I never have. I think Harden's a better defender. I don't get that.
Wow.
Just because he's taller, that's fine. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
really
bigger.
care.
Yeah,
I don't care about their defense enough to.
Yeah, that's.
it's both as like
I think James Harden is like better. Not gonna lie, especially in the post. It's like come
oh
on.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I mean he's bigger. He's bigger.
Facts. I'm not
Hmm.
disagreeing with that.
Okay, cool. But other than that, we was talking about Deontay Johnson. The thing I don't understand with Deontay is the fact how all this love for Deontay last season, borderline top 10, top 15 guy. You know, everybody was in love with him. He has a down year with Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett, and it's like we people just don't have that same love for him. Don't you see the recency bias, bro?
I mean that's just sports. I feel like we get too recency bias all the time.
Hmm.
I
Like,
mean, if I
we
keep
all
it a
do it
buck,
though.
if I keep it a buck, I had him like back end, like closer to 20, then
That's
closer
where
to
I had it.
15.
Hmm.
And then he just dropped because a lot of people got better. Like
And
Garrett Wilson, Chris
yeah,
Olave came on the scene. Amon Rob went over him.
Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith,
Jalen Waddle, yeah, all these guys, they just kind of blew
T.
Jalen
up.
Hinton.
Waddle's Jalen Waddle's getting very overrated. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, what's overrated to you?
I mean, yeah. What's up? I don't have him in
He's
the
a
top.
top
I got
15
him.
receiver.
Yeah, top
Calling
15.
him top 10 is like, alright. I heard a lot of people
You
call him top
can.
10.
You
It's
can.
like, come
I
on,
mean, you
Bama,
can.
don't
No,
do this to me.
You
a top 10 I
Don't.
disagree with, but
it might
he's
be.
like
I
12.
disagree as well. I disagree
It's
as
like
well, but
12,
I
13.
have him at 11, 12.
So
I got
the
CD
reason
at
why
10.
you can't have him top 10 is the reason why you can arguably say the year where he was at Alabama with Jared Judy, Henry Ruggs, and Devontae Smith, he could have been the best receiver out of all of them. It's just the potential. You know, he
I don't
blazing
care about.
fast. He got nice wiggle to him. He can actually catch jump balls, which is surprising given him being 5'11". So and like I say, he got that Tyreek Hill effect where he could hit a home run for any part of the field. Dogs. Like so,
He
to
didn't have
have him
that last
top
year.
10 based off his potential is not crazy because
I
think
just
about
think
all the other
there's legit.
receivers who you have in front of him. I think he athletically probably like got them beat. The
Is he better
five for
than
real.
Garrett Wilson?
Yes.
Yes.
Athletically.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Okay,
So
so
at this moment today, Jalen Waddle's over Garrett Wilson.
Is it
athletic.
just
At this
because
moment today.
Jalen Waddle has an extra year over Garrett Wilson?
No, I won't
I mean,
say
that
an
goes
extra
into
year.
it, but I mean, that kind of goes into it too. It's not like
They
the end
kind of
all
had.
be all for me.
I mean, Jalen Waddle and Garrett Wilson, if you really think about it, kind of had similar rookie seasons. 1,000-yard receiver, quarterback issues all season long. The kind of like the big like
I just
I
look
feel
at
like Dubs.
I
Hold
look
on,
at.
I just feel like Dubs being nasty with Waddle, bro.
No, I'm
I
not.
don't think
No,
he
I'm
is.
not. I'm
I
just
mean,
asking.
I don't think you are. I'm just
So
so
Dub, if
my thing
someone
with
said,
Jalen Waddle, like, so I like, for example, so in my top 10, the top 7 we can get through. I don't think he's better than CD. I don't think he's better than AJ Brown. I don't think he's better than Terry McLaurin.
okay.
After that, you can flip flop if you want with Devontae Smith. Like, I really don't care. But after that, that's probably where I stop. There's guys on the way. Garrett Wilson's on the way. I think T. Higgins with another year, if he can show, that he's still like that, he can be over him. What's the cost? So there's people on the way. It's just at this moment, I think even as a number 2, like, yes, I understand Tyreek Hill on the other side does help him, but I also take into account what he did his rookie year, considering the bad quarterback play that he had to deal with, just like Devontae Smith. Him and Devontae Smith are in the exact same situation. They were dealing with mid, and in Jalen Waddle's case, he had trash quarterback play at times. They still were able to produce. Unfortunately, somebody better got there next to him, but I think both of them had 1,300, 1,400, even with those guys next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think even with all that, like,
Even Maybe that's a great point, because even with those guys next to him, the guys next to him also had career years. Tyreek Hill had the most yards. AJ Brown had his most yards.
So that's it's not like if you said, "Oh, I'm gonna take Garrett Wilson," just off potential alone, I'm really not gonna argue you. But
that's why I'm saying, like, why can't we?
Because it's potential, and if I'm ranking,
how's it potential though? Like, it's like,
if that's what I'm saying. If I'm going based,
who has
on
better
today,
hands? Who has better hands?
I mean, I think it's close, but I mean, I'm really not gonna argue either way.
Yeah,
I think route running, I'll probably give it to Garrett Wilson.
I'll probably say Garrett Wilson. Possibly could be the better receiver for his route running, hands, all of that shit. I tell you, it's like all the other physicals though. Sheesh.
I mean, speed is.
I do
Jalen,
think
but
the
the
physical,
physical,
both of those dudes,
I think Garrett is more physical.
I do think both of those dudes next year could be in the top 10 if they go crazy.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't think we have to wait just because Jalen has an extra year. I mean, they both missed 1 and 2 years. Like,
so can I ask you a question?
What's up?
How do you feel about Jamar Chase compared to Justin Jefferson?
I think JJ's just better.
Oh shit! Not just better.
Just better.
God.
I think I think JJ has better hands. I think JJ's a better route runner. I think Jamar is a crazy deep threat and an athlete.
Yeah.
But I don't think the tools in terms of like the skill of being a wide receiver, JJ clears him in that aspect.
I have a hot Jamar Chase take. I think he can be a top 2 receiver next season, bro. And I'm being dead ass serious when I say this. A full season of Jamar Chase, why can't he be top 2 next year? Trent, why can't Jamar Chase be top 2 next year?
Our Lord and Savior, Jamar Chase. There it is.
You said what?
I said if Jamar Chase goes crazy, stays healthy next season, why couldn't he be a top 2 receiver?
I mean,
because let's be honest.
I think
Jimmy Garoppolo with Devontae Adams.
I mean,
Jimmy Garoppolo with Devontae Adams is crazy.
I feel bad for Devontae, bro. I hope so. I feel bad for Devontae, bro.
I think Devontae Adams is going though. I think he's going.
He can't be going after just going there and getting that contract.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think
going after year 2.
He's request a trade.
Back. What? No, he's not gonna request a trade after his second year. I promise you, he's not.
No, it could
he's
happen,
not
bro.
doing it. There's
they
no
might
way
just want to move on though because they brought him for Derek Carr.
That is true, but still, it's like I don't think he will request it. The Raiders will probably move him. Like you requesting a trade after your second year.
Imagine Devontae Adams on the Chiefs, bro.
All right, now we're just doing shit that's
there's
no way. Like, come on, bro. That's not gonna happen. Like, I hate it when people be doing that. Hold on, I got one super chat real quick.
I mean, the Chiefs almost traded for AJ Brown though.
Oh, I just seen this.
CMB Bill Russell is not in the all-time top 10.
Damn, why is Bill Russell just catching strays on the football show?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I was just doing a show.
I mean, last week it was Ben Simmons catching strays. Now Bill Russell, like, damn.
What's wrong with that? They could catch strays if they want.
Bro, I'm not doing this to my guy Bill, bro. Ben, you can flame him real quick, but not my guy Bill West.
Benjamin.
Bro, Ben Simmons really pissing me off, bro.
Nah, he's not good, bro.
But Trent, we started this with the Deontay Johnson talk. I don't know if you're muted, by the way.
Well,
But we started this with.
I was talking to my brother. But what happened?
Oh, but we
Deontay
started
Johnson.
this off with the Deontay Johnson hands thing.
Nah, his hand's not good, but it's gotten better though.
How y'all feel, Bama? How do you feel about Jimmy G being on the Raiders? They're keeping Josh Jacobs, right? Or is
Yeah,
Josh
they
Nah.
franchise tag.
Franchise tag.
The franchise tagged him. So yeah. So I guess you say that.
How you feel about that, bro?
How you feel about Jimmy G being on the Raiders?
I know you like him. I know you like him.
That's like,
It's like Derek Carr on the Raiders.
imagine like in 2023, like you get hyped because your parents tell you they got you a car just for them to pull up with a 1998 Honda Accord.
Hey,
That's like Derek Ray. Like, yes, it's cool, you know. It's a car. It's gonna get me where I need to go, hopefully.
Yeah.
It'll get you from point A to point B. But
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, but it's not moving me. It's not.
so
moving
can I play devil's advocate really quick?
No.
he about to be.
I'm not about to be nasty. It's a
You
genuine
are.
point.
Let's see it.
He's back with Josh McDaniels. There's
Okay.
familiarity there.
Okay.
Can he just be the same Jimmy G? Like, I don't think we're expecting him to be nothing crazy.
So he
Can
Wait,
he
when you
just
say
be? He can just be a. He's not ass, bro. He could just be a little game manager.
You
I
talking
don't know why
about
you
you
drag
talking
it,
about
bro.
a Josh
Lag.
McDaniels where
He's
Jimmy
lag.
G only played 3 games?
4. Oh, 3. No, 3.
No, but he was on. Okay,
Okay, but he's been around.
He's
I can
been
see-
on-
Yeah.
he's been in that system for like
But
2
I don't
years.
I
I
But
mean,
he's
I'm not
locked
saying
though.
the Raiders are gonna do nothing crazy. I'm just saying. I just think like
They're
let's
not
be
making
real.
the playoffs.
Let's
Like,
be
there's
real.
no-
If it wasn't Lamar Jackson, who else would they have got?
Anthony
Hey.
Richardson.
Hey,
They
Trey.
still might. They
Hey, G
still
baby.
might.
So G baby, can you predict? Can you predict me Jimmy G stat line this year? Predict it.
Predict it.
Just in your head, what would you think his stat line would be?
3,300, 33, 3,600, like 20-some touchdowns, 6 picks.
I'm gonna be honest.
Six?
He don't turn over the ball like that.
Trent,
He don't
I'm
turn over
thinking.
the ball like that.
I'm
Jimmy
thinking.
G?
I'm thinking 3,500, like 21 TDs, 10 picks.
I think 20. I think like 21 TDs, like 12 picks.
Yeah, like that's what he is. That's what he
Jimmy
is.
G don't turn. He don't.
That's new to me. Jimmy G turning over the ball
He's
like
turned
that.
the ball over like good enough.
Yeah, 12 ain't bad. 12 ain't bad. 12 ain't bad.
Yeah, 12 ain't. Hey, I'm not saying he gonna have 15.
Yeah,
but
no.
Yeah.
Not
Okay, he goes back and forth. So like it'll be 3, then 13, then 5.
I just feel like
then
with Josh
12,
McDaniels' scheme,
then
he
4.
might be high.
So
It might be.
I
Nah,
guess.
12 is fine because G baby. You're looking at the stats. Because 2020 he only played 6 games, and last season he only. Played
Yeah, but 2022 he played 11 and still only had 4. So I don't
Yeah,
think
that
he'll
is
do-
good.
That's
That
pretty
is-
solid, yeah.
That's
that
why like but I feel you.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. You want to know what I think?
Mhm.
You're gonna be so mad, G baby. It's good, Trey.
Why am I gonna be mad? I'm in a good mood today.
My little prediction is the Saints with Derek Carr
Mm-hmm.
is gonna be trash.
Oh.
Then the Raiders are gonna be better than what they were last season, and then we're gonna talk about.
You lost me. You lost me.
Then
You lost me.
wait. Let me finish. And then what they're gonna talk about? Derek Carr is really not like that, and Jimmy G's probably better.
Hey Dub, is this based off Mookie? Dub, is this based off Mookie?
Nah, it's just a little like weird little gut feeling.
No, Dub, I have a
I really
question though. Do you think
based off
you
a
think
lot.
the Broncos are going to be better this year than last year?
Yeah,
You think the Chargers are going to be better?
yeah.
So you think every team in that division is just going to be better?
Yeah.
What we should have got
Raiders
this year is
too.
gonna happen next year.
Okay. I don't know with Jimmy G though. Like
Brother is garbage.
Bro, you got Josh
He's not
Jacobs.
trash, bro.
You got
he's
Josh
trash.
Jacobs.
I know, but
Devontae
like,
Adams, a healthy Hunter Renfro.
He is a
a
game
healthy
manager.
Darren
That's
Waller.
fine.
Look
Listen,
at Mookie. Got him.
Listen, this goes to my point. Wait.
The Chargers. Are you sure the Chargers are gonna be better?
I think they are.
Because Eckler about to be out of there.
I
He
think
is?
Yeah, he
think
requested a trade.
he requested a trade.
I'm not hearing, bro.
I think that, bro, Eckler's a receiver, bro. I don't care. I think
Wait. We won. You said he's a receiver. I don't care. We're not gonna act like That wasn't most of their offense this year.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. They need a running back.
Yeah,
They need to do is run through the tag. Bro, go draft Bijan. Chargers, go draft Bijan.
Wait.
Yeah, this Madden shit sounds good.
They need a running back.
You act like Bijan Robinson gonna be there in 20.
Exactly.
He might.
That shit sound good.
No, he won't. He
He's a running back.
actually he might will. He might.
Yeah,
He's a running
he's a
back.
running back, bro. Yeah.
What are y'all? Oh man, y'all.
Bama, he's not a generational
Bama,
talent. He's not going top 10. I pray
Bro,
he's not.
he is not finna just be.
I didn't
there.
say he was gonna go top 10.
Come on,
Trey, we
Bama.
can't hear you,
11
Trey.
to 20.
Right.
Trey, I think you're on mute.
The only way he goes top 10 is if the
Can you hear
Eagles
me?
take him.
Now,
Oh, yeah, now we can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay,
Say something.
Yo,
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah,
There
there
we
we go. There we go.
okay, first and foremost, Bijan is a generational talent, but he plays running back. They don't care anymore about running backs. He's not going to get drafted within the first 15 picks.
He won't be top 10, but he'll go before the Chargers pick.
No,
Take the Chargers.
What does the Chargers pick? Like 24?
I wouldn't be shocked
Yeah,
if
he's gonna go before that.
at the end of the first round. I would not
Yeah,
be shocked.
Oh, you won't be shocked with that?
No.
He might go early though.
Gibbs could be a first round pick. He's probably going to be picked in the 40s.
The 40s.
Who?
You heard what I said, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, Gibbs?
Oh yeah, he probably will.
Who should be a
Oh
first
yeah,
better
maybe
receiver.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm talking about Bijan though.
You talking about Bijan?
Chargers have the 21st
Bijan
pick.
is better. Bijan is better than him, and he's gonna make it to the bottom of the first round.
I can see it.
Oh,
No, yo, Mookie, you gotta stop. Yo, you might as well send him an invite, bro.
Yo,
You might as well send him an invite.
Man, that boy
no,
on
pull that
drugs,
up.
his
Pull the
man.
comment up, Dub.
Yo,
Pull that
Mook,
comment up.
Mook, just get up here, bro. I haven't seen the Derek Carr rant.
Nigga said a great gunslinger. Stop fucking.
I haven't seen the Mookie. Just
He's
get
a
up
great
here.
gunslinger.
Man.
So
Victor Moreno, Jimmy isn't much of a downgrade from a QB that hasn't won anything in 10 years. And Eagles ain't gonna do much next season. That's crazy that you slip in that last jab right there.
Wait, real quick. Victor Moreno, is that formerly Eagles Nation? Because
Yo,
he
what
been real
Eagle
new
Nation
since
been?
they lost the Super
That nigga
Bowl.
been
That's Victor
No,
Moreno, bro. Let him
I
rock.
didn't. Hey, I don't know. Eagles Nation had the same color. I don't know. I just know Eagles Nation. You've been real mute and you've been real
His
silent
drink was good.
since y'all lost the Super Bowl. Every week, Dub, he was sending super chats. Dub, Trent. G Baby Trent. You got to come outside about them Eagles. G Baby Trent. You got to come outside about them Eagles. Hey, where you been, bro? You been real quiet since y'all lost the Super Bowl. Super Bowl was Valentine's Day
Listen.
weekend, bro. It's been a month. Where you
All
at?
I'm gonna say about Derek Carr, the motherfucker had Josh Jacobs and Adams, and still made that situation worse. I think
Which
Jimmy
is
G playing within the confines of the offense. You're gonna have a healthy Darren Waller there. You're gonna have a healthy Hunter Renfrow there. You're gonna have a healthy Devontae Adams there. You're gonna have a Josh Jacobs that they're gonna try to keep. All I'm saying is, I expect them to do better than what they did last season. That's all I'm
You
saying.
expect-
To your
you
Derek
expect
Carr
W?
point,
Yeah.
your Derek Carr point, because of what he did last year, that's why I am only mildly optimistic because I want to believe he's going to perform better than Andy
Can
Dalton.
I say something about the
I
Saints?
want to believe that.
I dead ass think if Lamar Jackson doesn't go to the Falcons, they're winning the division.
Bro, nobody's trading for Lamar Jackson, and that we'll get onto that later. But
Yeah,
Why?
we
Nobody?
know
Nobody
that.
gonna talk about
We'll explain. We'll explain why.
wait, what you
There's
mean? What you mean?
You know,
What are
Dub,
you laughing about?
because Mookie gonna come in here.
No, but there's a
Why
reason why.
nobody
Though.
traded for Lamar? He must not be that good.
Yeah, he gonna be nasty, but there's a reason teams are.
Yeah,
trading.
there's a legit reason why they're not trading for Lamar Jackson.
I'm
That's
not
real.
getting
Blackball, bro.
At this
Bro,
point,
and you have to think if you W, you know, if you have to trade for him, you have to give up 2 first-round picks too.
And
Yeah.
and I think a lot of teams are sitting. We can just wait till he's a free agent because he's
Yeah,
not.
that's
Because
what
most
we're
likely
gonna do.
he's not resigning,
Mhm.
so he can just play on the franchise tag or not play. He can sit out, and teams
Yeah.
will just wait for a free agent,
Mhm.
like literally. And then if they do offer him a contract, they're basically doing all the work for Baltimore.
I was just about to say that's really what this is.
Yeah.
And that's why nobody in the league is jumping for it, because essentially what the Ravens are asking everyone else to do is like, oh, okay, cool. Y'all do the negotiating for us. And because from Lamar's side, he doesn't have an agent, he ain't done a whole lot of negotiating. It's this is my number. This is what I'm worth. This is what I've done for you. Give me my damn money. And they're like, just because Jimmy Haslam is an idiot and he gave Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed contract, don't mean that I got to be stupid and give you a fully guaranteed contract. So now they're at an impasse. But now they think the rest of the league is finna join in and they messy ass in-house shit. And the rest of the league said, "No, dog, that's your girl. Go handle your business."
Hey, Dub, it seemed like, what's his name? Y'all losing a lot of people. I ain't see all the notifications. I saw like, y'all, how many people y'all lost today?
They lost T.J. Edwards. They lost Javon Hargrave. We gotta talk about
Javon Hargrave.
Javon Hargrave. Yeah,
That's
no,
a huge deal.
him getting $84 million was like, wow. Like I knew he was gonna get paid.
Hey, Dolphin.
Yeah, you go.
Remember when Dub was so confident that, hey, yeah, we're gonna keep most of our pieces. Bradbury gone. Hargrave gone.
Bradbury
gone?
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Sign it back.
Yeah, we're fine with that.
Chauncey CJ Garner-Johnson, he about to walk. Mm-hmm. Darius Slade just requested a trade.
Like, bro.
He didn't request. No. Let's clear that up. He did not request the trade. They put his ass on the block.
Like, put him on the block.
Either way, he's about to be gone.
He's a $25 million cap hit next year. That's why they're
that's why.
Yeah.
Eagles always do this.
But the Eagles are like
and then y'all just lost Mike Epps, right? So that's 3 of your first.
But they getting rid of older players though. Darius Slade older. Bradbury older.
But the thing about losing T.J. Edwards and Hargrave is they're just going to replace him with Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis.
And Jordan,
they gotta hope they just pan out. That's what they're doing.
And I'm gonna tell you this: both of them will.
Yeah.
Both of them will.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe
that too. Sure,
I believe in just.
And as a Giants fan, I don't want that to happen, but it's going to.
But here's my thing though. Here's my
oh my god,
that's crazy.
Oh my god,
that is disgusting.
Bro, you're looking at a future Super Bowl quarterback.
That is appalling.
What the hell y'all laughing for, bro? This is a future Super Bowl quarterback. That is a future Super Bowl quarterback, bro. That is a future Super Bowl quarterback. The New Orleans Saints won the free agency by picking up Derek Carr. That changes the offense. You heard me? It changes the offense. That's not this, bro. Y'all talking about all these other moves, but nobody ain't picking up a franchise quarterback, a team that was missing a franchise quarterback, a team that was missing a quarterback that provides leadership, that is a great gunslinger, that is a great quarterback under the pocket, great traditional quarterback as well. You're pairing it with Olave. You're pairing it with a good O-line that was injured last year as well. You got Alvin Kamara. You got Michael Thomas
He might
as
be
well.
in prison, though.
You got a naturally top 10 quarterback, and Derek Carr naturally being the king.
Yes.
I said yes. When he's healthy, when Derek Carr is healthy, when Derek Carr is at his best, he's top 10, nigga. Now, hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you another thing. Hold on. Let me tell you another thing. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you another thing too.
Hold on. I've been waiting for this for a week, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you another thing too. Has Derek Carr ever played with a top 10 defense? No. The lowest the defense been ranked since he was with the Oakland Raiders was 20th in the league. 20th. He's been playing with 25, 26, 32, dead last ranked defense in the NFL. You pair with the New Orleans Saints, who actually has a top 10 defense in football last year, and last year was a down year for the Saints defense. They still was a top 10 defense in football as well. You pair it with Dennis Allen. You pair the West Coast offense that the Saints run as well. Man, stop it. This is a great.
I don't care, man. The reason why you missing me with
this is a great fit, nigga.
First thing y'all run,
First thing y'all run, man.
Defense. Let's not act like Phillip Rivers didn't have the first overall defense and offense.
Man, stop it, bro. Stop it.
It's gonna be something.
That is
it's always gonna be something.
That is an anomaly, bro. When we looking at Saints and putting it with Derek Carr, first of all, this right here is going to be. Y'all know how Matthew Stafford went to the Rams, right? And he won a Super Bowl and shit like that, right? This is something similar. Derek Carr get out of that piss poor organization. Matter of fact, first of all, if it wasn't for Derek Carr, the fucking goddamn Raiders would be looking at like the fucking Lions in that division. If it wasn't for Derek Carr, the Raiders would be fucking in tanking mode every season. If it wasn't for Derek Carr, that piss poor organization in the Oakland Raiders, they will be tanking every single year. Every single year, nigga. I think it's freaking impressive to be in that situation, to lead that team to the playoffs multiple years, and to win Pro Bowls.
How many times did he lead them to the playoffs?
2 years. Yes, multiple years.
How many years did he play for the Raiders?
It don't matter. He's been in the bad. I think it's impressive.
How many years?
Hold on. I think it's impressive to lead the Raiders. I think it's impressive to lead the Raiders to a playoff berth multiple years, especially in that piss poor organization. They don't keep talent around them. They fire general managers like every single time. They replace offensive coordinators every year, right? They don't do a great job. They don't have a great front office. They don't have no great organization as well. You're pairing Derek Carr with a great A-class organization as well, the New Orleans Saints, a great front office as well, right? Man, stop it. What is wrong with you niggas, bro? What is wrong with you niggas, man? And this year, if you watch the Raiders this year, Derek Carr didn't have a lot of full commands at the offensive line. It was Josh McDaniels and his play callers. Derek Carr did not have no full get go, 100% get go, and then Josh good. Now he's under the center. Now he can have some hands as well. He can change up play calls as well. Stop it, nigga. Stop.
How you gonna talk about you played for 10 years? He didn't have the full command of the offense.
I don't want to hear this nonsense, nigga.
No. He's talking about nonsense.
We got Derek Carr, nigga. We got Derek Carr. I don't want to hear what you say, bro.
I don't give a fuck
all that
what you want
shit, nigga. We got Derek Carr, nigga. We got Derek Carr, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that.
Hold on. You gotta let him rebuttal. You gotta let him rebuttal. Go ahead, Drake.
No. First and foremost, I need to say this about Derek Carr. That is a man of God. That is a married man.
Facts.
Yes,
Derek Carr does not move the needle. Period.
Yes, he does.
In the discussion, it does not move the needle.
Yes, he does.
If we were talking about Derek Carr 6 years ago, maybe. This does nothing.
And what's your evidence on that?
What do you mean? What's my evidence on
What's your evidence on that?
How old is Derek Carr?
32 years old.
Okay, cool.
Like what's your point? What's your point?
Years ago.
Because hold on, at the age of 30, 31, he had a great year. He had a Pro Bowl caliber year as well. He led the Raiders to the goddamn playoffs as well. Missing his second best wide receiver. Doing that by having a bottom 3 ranked defense and leading that team to the goddamn playoffs. Now he's in a better situation where he's going to automatically change the offense. Is a better quarterback that the Saints was playing under Ian Book, Trevor Siemian, Jameis Winston as well. Right? The Saints got one of the best quarterbacks that they had since Drew Brees. They got one of the best quarterbacks since Drew Brees as well. So when we assess that, this is the only thing that the Saints was missing. The Saints was missing a quarterback. That's what they need to contend for Super Bowls, to win Super Bowls, to contend for Super Bowls.
So you got
Derek Carr that's going to automatically change the offense, because at the end of the day, what was the Saints missing at the quarterback under the centers the last couple of years since Drew Brees left? Leadership at that position. Derek Carr is a great leader. He knows where he can tell you where the offense, where the receivers to be at, what plays to run. He's a great motivator as well, right? Derek Carr is a great leader. We needed something like that. So at the end of the day, under the center, you cannot let 1 year diminish what Derek Carr has done in his career.
What has he done?
Put a great production as well. Led the piss poor organization to the playoffs, which I think is very, very
piss poor organization. Go ahead.
Yes, the Raiders are a piss poor organization.
So there's a Saints fan who hasn't said a damn word, and I just want to hear his thoughts.
Yeah, I want to hear that too.
Don't ask me.
Hey, G baby. Hey, G baby, you ain't no real Saints fan, bro. You ain't no real Saints fan.
He's just the only one who got
you a fake ass Saints fan, G baby. You a fake ass Saints fan.
G baby has to defend himself.
You a fake ass Saints fan, bro.
Yo, G baby, he calling you not a Saints fan?
You're not a Saints fan?
Yes.
You better rise up.
If you claim that you a Saints fan and don't think that Derek Carr immediately changes your offense to make it 10 times better than what the fuck we had, I can't take you fucking serious.
Why the fuck
bro.
he ain't do that
I
shit in
can't take
Oakland?
you serious, nigga.
Wait, why the fuck he ain't do that shit in Las
serious.
Vegas with Devontae Adams and Josh
Man,
Jacobs?
because the
That
play
bum-ass
caller was
quarterback
the
you
big
talking about.
issue.
Did
The play
I
caller
say
was
that,
the
though?
big issue, and Derek
Did I
Carr didn't
say
have
that, though?
You just say he
Derek
had
Carr-
full command of
Derek-
the
Nigga,
offense.
you just
No,
said he
he
had
didn't.
full command of the offense. Now you
No,
talking
he
about
did
some
not.
offense
He did not
issue?
have no full command of the offense. He couldn't even make changes to the offensive line. It was all Josh
So
McDaniels.
then by
He
your
didn't have that, bro.
then by your wait, first
Now,
and foremost,
now he gets to go
wait,
to the New Orleans Saints where he actually have
You-
full commands
were
at the
you in the
offensive
Tuesday
line.
meeting?
He can audible. He can change the plays as well. And
You're in
plus,
the Tuesday.
let's not
you're in
act
the
like
Tuesday
Josh
meeting?
McDaniels' offensive scheme is not hard. It's very,
Come
very
on.
hard for somebody to
Mookie,
comprehend
Mookie,
and
real
to
quick, hold on, Trey.
play
Let
well
me ask
under,
you,
man.
Mookie. You gonna sit up here and lie and say he wasn't calling audibles for his team this year?
No, he didn't
Shut
have
the
full
fuck up with
command.
that shit.
He didn't have no full commands of the offense. If you actually watch the Raiders games,
So
which
then
I actually
by your-
did,
by your-
he did not have no full
Yeah.
commands of the offensive line that
And
changes
also,
up the
play
plays.
calling has nothing to do with you throwing ducks and playing like a bum anyway.
Well, that's the major issue for the Raiders. Tell me how what the Raiders under Derek Carr in that West Coast offense, Derek Carr was looking pretty fine, and then playing with Mike McDaniels in that run heavy scheme, right? He didn't look well. Tell me
Bro,
that.
what are you talking about? He
Tell
had
me
the
that.
leading rusher
Tell me
in
that.
the league. What do you mean?
Okay, that's cool. But when y'all
With
sit there,
Devontae Adams having 1,500 yards, what you mean that's cool? That's
okay,
terrible.
and that's
He's
and,
playing
and
dog
who
shit.
was throwing who was throwing him the football?
Derek Carr, was he not still
All
playing
right,
like
then,
garbage?
so Devontae Adams had one of his best seasons.
Yeah,
in the
with a
NFL.
garbage ass
What was-
quarterback that played this year.
Hold on. What was the Raiders' defense rank? I'll wait.
I don't know. You tell me. You
They
the
was
Derek Carr
they
fan?
was the bottom 3 defense in the NFL.
What was their offense?
They was that
What was
bad.
the offense rank though?
They was that bad.
Doug,
What
can
was
you
the offense
confirm
rank
They was that bad.
Doug, can you
Offense rank.
confirm that?
That was
What
that
was the
was that
offense rank
bad.
though?
They sucked. Their defense sucked.
What was the offense rank though?
I don't know what the offense
Oh,
was.
I don't know. I'll wait.
But it's still, it
I
don't
got
know
it,
the
I
fact
got
that
it, I got
it.
Devontae had one of his
I got
best seasons as well. Bro, stop it, bro.
So
He
so
still
the
played
numbers
ass.
so the
What?
numbers for points for the league was ranked 26th. The numbers for yards was 28th. Numbers in passing was 29th. The number in attempts was 20.
That's piss poor.
Passing the number in rushing is 19 and 17. And then the offense was ranked 12 in yards, 12 in points for. They had 11th and 12th ranked passing offense, and then a 17th ranked.
I smell bacon right now. So that's how great. So if you look at the number, hold on. If you look at hold on. If you look at the offense where they was ranked, they was 12th in passing, 12th in rushing.
That's
That was those pretty solid, great numbers at the offense end. Now, when you read those defensive numbers, they look piss poor. 29th, 28th, 26th.
So,
That is
Mookie,
piss poor.
can you
That is
explain to
poor.
me,
You're not gonna win games. You're not gonna go to playoff games with a defense like that. That's almost dead last in every statistical category with the defense as well, bro.
You know the
They
defense-
wasn't.
What are you
They
talking
wasn't
about,
almost dead last in every statistical.
Yeah, I don't know why he
category.
Bro, Dub, if you're bottom 5 in every statistical feat in defense, bro, that's not a great
wasn't,
defense,
though.
bro.
It wasn't.
They was the only time they was not bottom 5 was their rushing defense. But everything from passing, from yards, for points. I mean, that's almost bottom 6, bottom 7. That's bad, bro.
Mookie,
That's
you answer
bad.
my question.
That's
Mookie, can
bad.
you explain to me why Derek Carr plays shitty? Because you're making mad excuses about play calling. He
It's-
played for the
yes,
he played for the
play
Raiders for
call-
10
my-
years.
hold on.
You're not going to talk about he couldn't command the offense. That means he's a terrible quarterback.
Trent, I play football like you play football, bro. Play calling can hinder a quarterback's performance. Mike McDaniels is not, whatever that nigga name, Josh McDaniels is not no great play caller, bro. His decisions was horrible, and that was one of the major factors of why the Raiders were losing games. When you actually watch them that go for it, if you
losing games
watch
because of Derek Carr, bro.
No, they was not. It's not because
You know
of
they were.
Derek
You just
Carr.
out here capping.
What are you talking about, bro? You
Mookie,
can't.
were they not losing games because of Derek Carr?
Okay, they lost some games because of Derek Carr, but it's not mostly Derek Carr.
You just backtrack crazy.
No,
so you just said no, and then you said they lost.
Just because they lost one game of Derek Carr,
it wasn't one. It's multiple games. Why are you lying?
No, it's not. Just because they lost one game because of Derek Carr does not ignore the fact that it's still a 16-17 regular game NFL season. So when we look at that, right? So when you look, hold on, when we looking at why they lose games, I can all initiate to the fact that they played the Chiefs. And Josh McDaniels went for it on the goal line. Instead of tie the game with 3 minutes and 4 minutes to go, he went for it, and they didn't convert on a 2-point conversion. I could tack that. It was 4th and 1, right? They needed a touchdown to go in overtime. Josh McDaniels do a dumbass play action pass. They have a quarterback sneaking, which that's the high percentage play to run in the NFL as well, to pick up yards as well. he didn't go for do a dumbass play action. They lose that goddamn game as well. We can look at to the fact that when they played against the Cardinals, right? They did not do a great job of running the football down the stretch, and they allowed Derek Carr to throw the football multiple times. If you could rain the football up the field, right, and get yards, right, you can win that game as well. So we can talk about multiple games where Josh McDaniel play call and also the defense has let them down. It's a different situation when you're comparing it to being in the New Orleans Saints situation.
So Mookie, let me tell you. Let me ask you this.
Let Bama go. Let Bama go.
I just want to ask Mookie this because everybody holler all this play call and shit. So, what play was they supposed to call? What play was called, and what play was he supposed to call in that position? I just want to know.
My point, like he was in the Tuesday meeting.
No, my point of the matter is we cannot sit there and let one bad year determine
bad year.
Yes, one bad year. One bad year. We cannot sit there and look at one bad year and determine and sit there and say, oh, yeah, that's how Derek Carr is. He's going to do the same shit in New Orleans Saints. First of all, situations matter. Let me repeat, because y'all niggas sit there and make context about situations matter. When you put Derek Carr in a better situation with with better leaders around him, with also a better culture, a better front office, a better team overall from their defense, from their O-line, right? Y'all don't speak about how the Raiders' O-line was piss poor this year as well. Then you paired with a speedster wide receiver, and you paired it with a Michael Thomas as well. It's all about fit. Derek Carr fit is perfect because he brings leadership, something that the Saints doesn't have, something that the Saints head coach don't have, and Dennis Allen. He doesn't have leadership as well. Now you bring in the quarterback that actually got leadership, that can actually put wide receivers in great situations to succeed as well, and he can unlock Chris Olave's game because Chris Olave is a speedster wide receiver. You're pairing him with a gunslinger who can make plays downfield as well. Man, stop it, bro. This is a great fit. Y'all some hate ass niggas. The Saints won free agency, nigga. The Saints won free agency, nigga.
The Saints just signed another quarterback. They re-signed my boy James.
That's dope.
Good backup, man.
Hey, I want to know, G baby, do you know where was the Saints offensive line ranked last season?
You're muted.
They was injured.
I do not know off the top of my head. I don't know off the top of my head. I do know we did. I mean, to Mookie's point, we did deal with injuries. I know the guy who was supposed to start, Trevor Penning. I know he went on IR for a little bit.
I'm not using that.
In and out. I don't know what they did.
Okay, so my whole thing is right. A team in the Saints who was terrible. Like the offense was terrible last season, and it wasn't just the quarterback. There's a lot of other factors.
Like what are you talking about?
No, like the offensive line.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like the offensive line, the fact that they weren't using Alvin Kamara properly. Chris Olave was really the only bright spot in your offense, like in its whole entirety.
And Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson. So for Derek Carr to fix that, I find very difficult for him to do. I don't think he's the caliber of person to just fix it. To do a complete 180.
Pete Carmichael was also a problem as well.
Let me ask you something, Dub. So you telling me that Derek Carr, like that's the thing about the Saints. Like the thing is, our offense lacked explosiveness, right? Compared to what Andy Dalton was on the center, and we lack leadership. You telling me Derek Carr does not fit that with the making it more of a explosive offense, making plays downfield, and providing that leadership intangible for the Saints offense, which they was absolutely.
I think he makes the offense better, but he just doesn't make them from one of the worst offenses in the league to one of the best offenses in the league.
Because I think one of the main reasons that we was one of the worst offenses in the league is because of simple fact is that first of all, offensive line was injured all the year. That takes a hit. Fact of the matter that the offensive line was just piss poor last year mostly because of injuries, and we couldn't provide lanes downfield. We really didn't establish.
Is Michael Thomas? And
yes, he's staying.
You sure?
They restructured it, might be. Right?
They restructured.
They restructured it a long time ago, but there was still. We'll know by March 15th whether he's on the roster or not.
And what's today's?
After March 15th,
he's staying, bro. He's staying
because he has a cap hit in 2024 of 6.
Oh, that's 2 days, G baby.
So in 2 days, we will find out whether or not Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas want to stay.
I feel like Michael Thomas is going to stay.
Dennis Allen
He
won.
might, yeah.
He
That
wants
dude
to
always
stay.
hurt. I'm off him, bro.
So-
me too. I don't. Yeah, but
I'm good.
But
He's
the
broke.
biggest problem that it's honestly not even Derek Carr. This is why I said I'm mildly optimistic. Mildly. Because Pete Carmichael did not have a good first year. Truly as calling the plays. He did it. You can say what you want about the O-line. You can say what you want. There was games where, all right, he used his playmakers. We got Taysom Hill involved. We got Kamara involved. And then the next game, non-existent. Kamara would go one game with 20 touches, the next game with 12. One game with 24 touches, the next game with 8. They put Kamara in, wouldn't use him. They take him out, put Mark Ingram in, and they're throwing passes to him out the backfield.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
the thing.
if that's not Kamara's.
But that's the
whole
thing,
So
G
my
baby.
thing
G baby.
is, Hold up. With Pete Carmichael, he's the one who worries me the most because last year you had the same playbook. I'm sorry. I get not everybody can be a genius head coach. I get it. But I just think you spent over a decade with Sean Payton. You think you would have learned how to at least be consistent with using your stars, using your playmakers. I mean, me personally, I get I'm not in the NFL and I don't mean no disrespect. But I feel like I could have been, hey, let's find Kamara, let's use Taysom Hill in the run game, and let's keep it simple because we don't have a guy, honestly, like
G
Derek
baby, I got
Carr.
some
We
pushback.
have
on that.
Andy Dalton, and then before that it was Jameis
G baby, I think
on
the
back
ma-
fracture. So my whole thing is like, if you know you limited at quarterback, right, and you got injuries to the O-line, you need to find a way at the very least to feed your playmakers.
okay,
Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara, and he was not consistent with that.
G baby, I'm gonna push back what you said, bro. Because I think I'm not gonna blame it on Pete Carmichael because I think the plays that he was calling was just the quarterbacks on there was not executing that, and I feel like the offensive line was that bad. So I'm not gonna say that,
No,
but I think
disagree.
would say
They were designing plays for Mark Ingram to catch passes instead of Alvin Kamara. That is Pete Carmichael.
okay, but G baby, I'm gonna say this though, G baby, I'm gonna say this, G baby. I think the major problem that we had into, I would say, and this was bad, and this is not a team that's supposed to have this, bro. We had identity issues, bro. We were trying to be a passing offense, which we weren't, bro, because at the end of the day, we just didn't have the quarterbacks that could really stretch the ball out consistently. We were trying to be a passing offense, which I think midway into the season, we started to realize that, hey, if you do a lot of power run action with Taysom Hill and run the football well, you know what I'm saying, that can pick up everything from the play action and for the passes as well. I think that when you put in a quarterback that knows how to throw the football downfield, that has great pocket awareness as well, that know how to extend the plays on his feet, I think that's going to work tremendously because now Pete Carmichael, right, can go to his normal play call and say, you know what, now we can dial up these plays downfield because at the end of the day, Jameis Winston did not play well on his first start of year 2. He got benched as well. Then they bring in Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is an inconsistent passer. So I think that we can get back to our identity for being a passing offense instead of, struggling with that identity.
Are you just saying that G Baby's just a fake ass Saints fan?
I'm
Bro,
realistic.
if you don't believe in Derek Carr, bro,
I said mildly optimistic.
I can't take you serious, bro.
I said mildly optimistic.
Mookie, hey, I asked G
I
Baby.
think this man's fan card because he want to be logical about some shit. That's
Wait,
crazy.
so I'm just confused. I'm just confused because again, like G Baby just talked. Because I was gonna ask G Baby because I was generally gonna ask about y'all OC. Like, is he good?
No, I don't know. Jury's still out because this is where I disagree with Mookie. Because even though, let's just say we still lose all them games, the way our offense performed in some, just watching the games, you could tell. Like, I think there was a stat like it became so predictable. It was always pass on first down, run on second. Pass on first, run on second. Pass on first, run on second. Never switched it up. Barely used the play action until later in the season. Like, it wasn't until we started going on a run a little bit right before Lattimore came back. I think the Browns game and some of the games like that, where they actually started using the run game more consistently. But Taysom Hill was barely involved. I think there was a stat where it's like if Taysom Hill gets 10 plus touches, we only have 3 losses since he's been being used. Barely got used. Kamara barely was getting used on and off. And that's Pete. That's watching the games. It's not that Kamara was hurt. I know he missed some games, but when he was there, he was healthy. He was fine. It's not like Taysom Hill was fumbling the ball and so the coaches benched him. No, they just weren't using him consistently. There was games where Taysom Hill and Kamara hella in the offense, and then after that, nothing. Like, it wasn't consistent. That's why the jury's still out. I think Pete Carmichael can be, because I just think eventually you got to learn. Because I'll give an example. Andy Reid, how many coaches has he had under him go get hired somewhere and be successful? You had the Doug Petersons. I think Nick Sirianni was Andy Reid, under that Andy Reid tree. Frank Reich was under that Andy Reid tree. Like, there's so many coaches that you can tell, like, after you learn from somebody and you can go succeed. Pete Carmichael, I'm sorry, bro. You was under Sean Payton for over a decade as the OC. I get this is your first season calling plays, so maybe I'll give you a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. But this year you got to show me, bro, because I'm sorry. You under Sean Payton for 10 years. Because you should have learned. You should have learned, bro.
Hey, but G baby, real quick, who do you think had a? Because I'm just asking, who do you think as a whole, based off last year, had a better offense? Right now, y'all with Derek Carr or Derek Carr with the Raiders?
Who has a better offense, like as far as weapons go?
Who had about like with Josh Jacobs or Devontae Adams versus like Derek Carr and the Saints now?
I mean Devontae. It's honestly Devontae.
Like as a whole, they offense.
Yeah, but as a whole, I'm going with the Raiders because Devontae Adams, his impact. I love Olave. Olave ain't there yet. Jawan Johnson's cool. He ain't there yet. They had and Darren Waller played like what 12 games. They had Darren Waller and Devontae Adams.
And my follow-up was going to be, because I didn't even know Pete Carmichael was under Sean Payton for under 10 years. Yeah. Bro, we got to rely on Derek Carr more than the OC with the less talented offense.
It's not about,
I don't know about that, bro.
Bro, the thing is that the Saints, Dennis Allen.
Know about that, bro.
Dennis Allen was a poor head coach his first year. I mean, we cannot deny that, bro. And part of that was basically his leadership skills. The fact that,
what were you expecting? I mean,
hold on. Let me explain this shit because I'm getting on Dennis Allen. It's quite funny how we want to blame Pete Carmichael, but not blame this.
Because Dennis Allen doesn't run the offense. That's why. Because Dennis Allen was the defense. Hold up, Dennis Allen was the defensive coordinator when he got promoted. He has nothing to do with the offense.
Okay. So tell me this. Tell me why Dennis Allen going on the post game conference talking about we need to do this, we need to do that, but then reverting to the same dumb shit every single year, right? Even every single game, right? This man Dennis Allen, the Saints was an undisciplined team. They was not a disciplined team as well. He was the one thing that Dennis Allen was missing for the Saints is his leadership. He never hold guys accountable. And he never accept no blame. He never accept no blame to himself. When he get on the post-game conference, all about excuses for
them. He didn't hold them people accountable.
So like I sat there and said, yes, you got to hold on. Part of being a great coach, you got to be a great leader. And Dennis Allen last year was not no great leader. He was not. And that's the thing that the Saints was missing.
I got 4 super chats I want to get off real quick. Shout out to the Eagles for Hargrave. Oh, he's a 49ers fan. That's crazy. Victor, bro really got a SAR QB as his PFP?
Profile picture.
Yeah, profile picture. Car fan
PFF.
will rave I said PFP. Profile picture. Car fans will rave about him, but will say Dak Prescott is bad. They both not good. LOL. Pat's going to the Superstar after
Super Bowl, buddy.
Super Bowl.
What are you?
My bad.
No, are you okay?
I'm not okay. Pat's going to the Super Bowl after drafting Bijan.
The Pats are not drafting a running back.
Maybe.
Last time they did that, they drafted Sony Michel, and it was a bad
instead of Nick Chubb.
Yep.
So
they drafted Sony Michel over Nick Chubb.
In the first round, Doug.
And Nick Chubb fell to the second.
He had a worse medical report than Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's an example of Bill Belichick trying to be different way too much.
Exactly.
Like, because he did the same thing with N'Keal Harry.
Hey, Doug. I'm gonna have to sing you a Derek Carr.
Check the GM.
You gonna send me a Derek Carr jersey? Hell no. Listen, all right, we can make a bet. Wait. My bad. I want to make this bet with Mookie, right? Mookie. If the Saints go to the second round,
win a playoff game,
I will wear a Derek Carr jersey.
Yo, can I get on that bet too? Because I'll buy Derek Carr jersey too.
That's a bet.
If they don't, you
Have to wear
Lamar Jackson jersey.
Yup.
Yeah.
See, I don't know about that, bro.
That's crazy. What
That's
are you talking about? What's
crazy.
wrong with that? I'll get the Saints and everything. I'll do the Saints.
So apparently you a fake ass Saints fan too.
You know what? I do that.
Yeah.
Because I know the Saints. I know the Saints. I know the Saints is going. I know the Saints going to win a playoff game. The thing is the refs going to cheat us in the NFC Championship game. I don't know that. So I don't know that because they do cheat us and stuff like that. But
Hey,
absolutely,
you ain't wrong. That was a horrible call.
But we need some D tackles, bro. That's what we need on our.
And we both
defense.
have to wear it on the show. We both have to. Like I gotta wear my. If I lose, I gotta wear my jersey on the show. If you lose, you gotta wear yours on the show.
Oh man!
And you gotta turn your back. Man. And you gotta turn your back and do this.
Oh man, bro, y'all.
Yeah, you have to say Lamar Jackson is elite, and you got to say he's elite.
No,
I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that, bro. All you have to
say is he's better than Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's all you gotta say
right now.
Hey, real quick, I just want to ask Mookie. Mookie, you predict Derek Carr's stat line this year?
All right, let's predict Derek Carr. Somebody did it for me for James.
We can do this. We can do this a little game right now, bro. I would like to do that for a lot of players. But go ahead with Derek Carr. Go ahead, Mookie.
Yeah, somebody asked me for James last year. Now, I totally got wrong because the man got benched. But Derek Carr this season,
he broke his back. Like 4 back fractures. What you gonna do? But
yeah, but he lost his job to Andy Dalton. They didn't want to play, but
back fractures.
Yeah, but he was.
You play football.
G baby, he was healthy, bro. And Dennis Allen didn't even want him to start. No. Hear what I'm saying, G baby. Hear what I'm saying. There was times with Jameis Winston was getting healthy, right? Hold on. There was time where Jameis Winston was getting healthy, bro. And at the end of the day, Dennis Allen started Andy Dalton. He even sat there and said, bro, even Jameis Winston sat there and called out Dennis Allen, sat there and said, bro, I feel good enough to go. And Dennis Allen went with Andy Dalton, so he lost his job to Andy Dalton.
Good enough to Mookie. Do you know how bad?
Oh my God,
Mookie. Do you know how bad shit can go with a back fracture? If you
I understand that,
way?
Bro. I understand that.
No. He could have been paralyzed, my guy. A back fracture.
Oh my God,
Mookie, listen. Mookie, a back fracture. Not only just one. This nigga had 4 of them things. One bad hit. That messes up your spinal cord, your nerves. You're paralyzed, bro.
So let me ask you something.
That nigga was injured for most of the year, bro.
Do you believe if Jameis Winston was healthy, Dennis Allen would with Jameis Winston over Eddie Dalton?
At the start of the year, yes. Once it got to like week 15, no, he wasn't gonna put Jameis Winston in.
All right, let me predict Derek Carr's stat line. Derek Carr's stat line this year will be 65% completion percentage. I would say over 4,100 yards passing, 23 touchdowns. I would say 11 interceptions.
That is ass. Right? What the hell?
That's not ass. That's not ass. That's not ass, bro.
That was an accurate. That was a very accurate.
Hold on. That's not ass.
23 and 11 is crazy.
That's not ass.
He's only passing for 23.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna ask
you. No. Hold on.
Andy Dalton was 18 and 9.
40. But hold on, G baby. He's throwing 4,200 yards.
He throws for more than that.
65 completion percentage. Or I said, okay, I might say 23, 24 touchdowns. Might be in that range, right? And I think he would have 10 or maybe 11 interceptions.
No. I need to ask him.
And a quarterback.
Mookie. So let me ask you. How do you think? What do you consider Geno's stat line this past year?
What was his stat line?
It was 4,300, like 32 touchdowns, 10 picks, something like that. 11 maybe.
That's a great stat line. That's a great production.
So you think Derek Carr is going to be worse than Geno?
No, he ain't got to be worse.
I do.
No, he ain't gonna be worse.
Wait,
matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna take the interceptions back. I don't think he's gonna throw for 11 interceptions.
You only think he's gonna throw for 23 touchdowns? And you know Kamara might be in jail, right? You know that nigga might be locked up, right? I've seen the video. That nigga might get convicted.
What did he do?
He beat the brakes off somebody.
He really?
He beat
people up.
2022 Pro Bowl in Vegas.
Wait, so can I ask y'all this? Wait, can I ask the whole 23 and 11 over 4,100 passing yards? Is that a top 10 quarterback?
That's a 4,200 yards.
Hold
Hold on. You
Is
said
that
it's not a
top 10
top
you
10
will
quarter. Hold on. You think that you say that's not a top 10 quarterback? That
I'm
has
not
Lamar
saying is that you.
has Lamar Jackson ever had that stat line throughout his whole
Lamar Jackson has won MVP.
He won an
I don't give a fuck.
MVP.
I don't give a
How
fuck,
you
bro.
like that?
In his same
Hold on,
MVP years, he got
that
his
was a
ass
dickhead
walked down.
question.
He got his
That was
ass
a
walked down the
dumbass
playoffs,
question.
bro. I don't care, bro. Lamar
Mookie,
has never had that stat line throughout his whole
You
career,
said
bro.
ever. You said ever. You
Yes.
said it's a dickhead
Has
question.
Lamar Jackson ever had that stat line?
Didn't he
Has
have
he ever had
35
that stat line?
touchdowns?
He's had better than that shit.
No,
Why you
he
acting
did not.
dumb?
He's
He had
never thrown for
35
4,200 yards, nigga. Never
That's
thrown
because
that,
He's
bro.
You're
definitely
missing the
thrown for more
point.
touchdowns.
Stop
though.
it.
He's thrown
He's
more.
definitely
Yeah,
thrown
Dick
for
and
more
Dunks
touchdowns.
with a bad low yards per attempt.
Nigga, Drew
bro.
Brees
Stop
done
it, bro.
Dick and Duncan. You nut
Stop
hugging.
it,
So
bro.
why you bringing that up without
Stop it, bro.
Lamar Jackson?
Stop it, bro.
Fuck.
Stop it, bro. I don't care, bro. Yeah, well,
Like,
yeah.
you
Drew
talking
Brees was
dink
dicking
and
and
dunk.
dunking
You know
by
he didn't
leading.
dink and dunk.
Hold on. Drew Brees was dicking and dunking by leading. Hold on. Drew Brees was dicking and dunking by leading the NFL in passing yards and leading the NFL in yards per attempt, nigga.
Nigga, I'm talking about
Something
when he
that your
was
man
new
Lamar
arm,
Jackson
nigga.
has never
What the
come
fuck you
close to,
talking about?
nigga. He's
What are you
never
talking
come
about? He won
close.
an MVP.
Lamar, hold on.
Isn't
Lamar
their cars
Jackson has
run
never
after
come
catches
close
like
to a
crazy?
top 12 in
Yes,
passing yards,
yes,
bro.
yes.
Stop it, bro.
Bro, that nigga done had Darren Sproles. He done had Alvin Kamara. He done had all the I don't know why he trying to bring up dink and dunk now. But when it's for Drew Brees, all that don't matter.
Yards after the yards after carry. I mean, yards
fuck?
after catches. It's crazy for Drew Brees. I'm not even gonna hold you. But we'll have to. I want to keep playing this game. I want to keep playing this game though. So instead of Derek Carr, what is going to be Garrett Wilson's stat line next year?
Shit, if Aaron Rodgers there?
Is Aaron Rodgers there?
Shit.
1,300, 1,400?
Yeah, that's a 14. That's a 13, 1,400 yard season.
10 plus touchdowns.
No cap.
I was about to say.
Hey, so all that just for them to go to be a barely 500.
So Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets.
Yo, Justin hit me up about that actually. he texted me, bro.
What he said?
He
That
said.
division is tough though.
Let me see what he said. Hold on. I want to get his exact words.
Yeah,
He texted me
I'll
as
watch
soon
it
as
back.
that trade happened. He told me that Rodgers Jets 500 talk gonna go crazy. Gee, baby, I need you to clip that up.
I ain't gonna lie. Rodgers don't
I
look
gotta-
right anymore.
I mean, you see, I'm not lagging now, Dub, right? You see, I'm not lagging.
Rodgers don't look right.
Baby
anymore.
improved. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah.
The computer, we lit.
Trey
Nah,
and Bama. Who you got? What's Garrett Wilson's stat line looking like next season?
I love my guy Garrett Wilson. That's one of my favorites.
That's the setup to be nasty. I can hear it right now. That's a setup to be nasty.
Nah. I do think that legitimately, even if they get Aaron Rodgers, they're still probably going to be the third best team in that division. But I would probably say 114 catches, probably about 1,400 yards and 12 touchdowns.
All right.
That's a good ass.
You don't think they can be better than Dolphins and or the Bills?
I think if Tua gets hurt again,
They could.
they could be. But I also, honestly, I was talking about this earlier. Now that they have Mike White there, I'm not so sure that Tua is like just pure starter. Like you might have a problem on your hands.
Wait, what?
What?
So you
I
are
don't
fucking
think so.
bugging.
I don't think so.
You think Mike White's the starter?
You think Tua and Mike White going into a QB competition?
No
My nigga?
way,
Come
bro.
on, bro.
No way. No
Come
way.
on,
No way.
Trey, you are
No
fucking
way.
bugging, bro. You are
Yeah, you
bugging.
smoking.
That's
You smoking the
nasty.
same thing Mookie smoking.
Crazy as
That
hell,
was
bro.
nasty.
Because I've been meaning to
I
have.
ain't smoking nothing, man.
No.
I do love Mike White as a backup, though. He's a great backup.
I love Mike White
He's
as a
good
backup.
to come in
But I'm telling
and
you,
take
I'm trying to
over a
get
couple
y'all-
games
I'm
if
trying to get
needed.
y'all to understand.
He's not starting, though.
No. Look, I'm just trying to get y'all to understand something. The issue with the Dolphins right now, the reason why I don't have full confidence in them is because the guy that you had at quarterback that you've invested all of this capital and time and effort into, physically, I've never thought of him as anything more than slightly more efficient Jimmy Garoppolo. And we know how to feel about that.
Oh my god!
Hey, you can go to a Super Bowl with that.
You can, but
I love that Jimmy G is the standard. By the way,
I'm just saying, if there's a chance that Tua gets hurt again, which
Oh, if he gets hurt, he's done.
Yeah.
one, yeah, he'd probably be done, and two, Mike White is going to make more he's going to make some brain. he's gonna make some brain scratching decisions sometimes with that ball, but also because he can stretch the field vertically, he might actually get a little bit more out of that offense. I'm just saying, there's a chance.
I will say,
y'all drag it.
Yeah, you're dragging it. But what I will say, hold on, what I will say is, Mike White does clear Skylar Thompson. Like Skylar Thompson.
Yes, he does. He does.
But that was nasty. That was very nasty.
Look,
I'm sorry,
but people have been trying to convince me
about that was nasty.
Yo, Bama, why they disrespecting your lover boy Tua, bro?
Yeah.
You know,
wait. Since we here, because I haven't had the pleasure of being on the show with Bama yet.
Oh, Bama, I need to see your face too, bro. I gotta see your reaction.
Yeah, come on. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Taz. They hate on Tua right now. Like,
Yeah, y'all some Tua haters.
They hate on Tua.
This is nasty.
Talk about a QB competition, bro.
Hey, Bama, why they hating on your boy Tua like that, man?
I mean, is it that crazy though? No.
Why they hating on your boy Tua like that, man?
Man, it is what it is,
Y'all niggas forget the fact that Tua was playing some MVP Bowl, man, before he got
that's D Wade, if we're being honest.
Yeah, D Wade runs it.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm about to say it's Wade County. What you mean?
Y'all tripping, man.
Hey, bro, my bad. I'm talking about football. I forgot.
Hold on, Jalen Ramsey runs
Miami belong to Trick Daddy dollars, man. We gonna go with that, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact
out here, man. I'm gonna leave that shit.
Okay, so Trey, if you think Mike White and Tua can be in a quarterback competition, you think Mike White better than Derek Carr?
That would be a real
man. You don't know nothing about football, bro. I swear to God, bro. You be saying everything.
You think Mike White better than Dak Prescott?
No.
So how is he in the quarterback competition with Tua? Right.
Because I don't think Tua is even in that conversation.
That's nasty. Not with Dak Prescott.
Where do you have Tua? You don't think Tua's better than Dak Prescott, bro?
Yes, they're
okay. Wait. See, now I'm gonna defend myself. Because everybody's sitting on here like I'm being nasty.
Because you said he's not in their conversation.
But wait, no. Let's have an honest conversation about Tua. I'm sick of this.
Tua.
This has been an Alabama propaganda experiment from the moment his ass got there. I am sick and tired of this shit. We're going to have an honest conversation about what this is right goddamn now. So, first and foremost, y'all ran Jalen Hurts. Y'all ran Jalen Hurts out of town. Like y'all have just always had all of these amazing, wonderful quarterbacks that were just throwing for 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns all your damn freaking school's history. When the three best quarterbacks you've had prior to Tua are Ken Stabler, don't name it, and Bart fucking Starr. So that in and of itself is a fucking travesty. Y'all sitting here acting like y'all got standards for passing now. But then you get Tua with 4 first-round picks at receiver, running butt-naked ass open in college football, and y'all acted like this man was the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah. Why was Tua better than Jalen Hurts with them 4 first rounds?
Why was Tua better than Jalen Hurts?
Hey, thank you. Hey, so it didn't have. I get it. Okay, so this. Slow down. Because
I watched college too, Trent.
Quoting.
Wait.
It was inaccurate history. So we're not going to talk about our real 5-star who were recruited before Tua. Blake Barnett got a concussion in the USC game. And he also had the best pass of the game with a concussion. So we're not going to talk about that, which forced Jalen Hurts, who was a project QB. He was supposed to start either his junior or senior year. I'm going to tell you, because unlike Mookie, I do be in the huddle for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Jalen was supposed to start his junior or senior year based off of his inefficiencies at quarterback. He was a coach's son, so he really wasn't that developed in the pocket. That's what Alabama wanted to do. That's why they brought in all them passing coordinators. All right, 2. All them quarterbacks got hurt. Blake Barnett, and the only person we had was Alex Cromwell, and it was somebody else we had, bro. He was doo-dah. So we had nobody else to play but a freshman 4-star Jalen Hurts. All right, Jalen comes in. At that point in time, Alabama whole team was set up to where you really don't have to do much at quarterback in order for Alabama to win. Some stingy defense, real good offense. All right, so Jalen Hurts only had one 300-yard game where Devontae Smith caught 6 slants that game, and he had over 200 and some yard receiving. But that's neither here nor there. That one 300-yard game at Alabama with all those 5-star receivers you was talking about running butt naked open. Okay, 2, Jalen Hurts played there 2 years. In a down year in the SEC, he won SEC Freshman Player of the Year because Antoine Petway got hurt towards ACL. Leonard Fournette got hurt. Everybody that possibly could have won that award, the only person that was left was an offensive lineman. The only person that year was left was a lineman. So he got a premature award. I'll give you that. He earned it. So he was on the number 1 team in the nation. They was able to go to a national championship. But if you want to break down X's and O's, if you looked at Tua, the week they played Vanderbilt, Jalen Hurts only had 100 and some yards passing. You want to know what Tua had in that same game and he came in garbage time? 350 yards passing. And
nigga said garbage time. Are you dead?
Garbage time. No bullshit. Tua came in that game in the third quarter.
Garbage time versus fucking Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. Garbage
They sucked.
time.
Hey, Vanderbilt on the way.
No. You're not going to run away from this because if you play in the beginning of the game and somebody comes in the third quarter and outpasses you and gets player of the week in the same game, you can almost foresee this coming. So, and we're not going to talk about throughout that whole 2 years, we did not complete a deep ball. With all of those receivers you're talking about running 4-3. So this is what I want to ask you this, Trey. If you had a son who was a receiver, right, at Alabama, who would you want? The dude that could complete deep passes or the dude that can't complete deep passes?
Crazy. Bama, you was cooking and then you went off the rails. Bama, you was cooking. And then you just burned the whole meal, bro.
This is real Bama insider shit.
No. Let's talk.
Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
No, wait. Let's talk about this, y'all. Because
we had a son. If you had a son, that's so crazy. I'm sorry.
That's what you gotta do, bro, because y'all don't look at it from that standpoint. If you had a son, what would you do? Because Nick Saban had a team. They had a team-only meeting where they voted. They had a vote, and the team voted. Who did they want as quarterback, Jalen or Tua? And at that point, if you're the coach of the number 1 team in the nation, you go with they vote. They voted for Tua. And if you can look at Nick Saban, Nick Saban almost cried. Nick Saban felt like he was betrayed by his own team because his adoptive son, Jalen Hurts, got outvoted by the team. So the team, all the receivers, like I said, so you have to go back to
for real.
You got to go back to if you have a son, bro. If you have a son that played receiver and I'm running 4-3, bro.
This is Nick Saban, bro. What are we talking
I got to go with the quarterback that is gonna get me the ball, man. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let's go there. So, do we remember who was the offense coordinator for Jalen Hurts last year? Do we remember?
You gonna be nasty? You gonna be nasty and say it was Lane? He made Lane. No, Brian Dable.
I was just about to say.
So he made him go back to the NFL. Did he not?
Yes. Wait. All I'm saying is this: specifically with the situation with Jalen, did he need refinement? Absolutely. He was not a finished product. But I'm pretty sure, judging from the way Dayball handled Josh Allen, who also needs a lot of refinement as a passer.
I said this college PC.
College leads into the NFL.
Shut your dry dread ass up, nigga. Don't come on.
Shut the hell up,
You came over here.
You 5'1",
Derek Carr for an hour.
You 5'1" short
your
bitch.
pussy for Derek Carr for
God
a whole
damn,
hour.
nigga.
He said you're lying.
Hey,
You
man, my
talked the
side
whole
bitch
hour
called
to
it
say
you,
this
nigga.
man gonna have 23 touchdowns and 11 picks.
Say, bro, you can't even reach
A
the
whole
door now.
hour
That's
for
the door.
23 touchdowns and 11 picks.
God damn, man. Short arm ass, nigga. You hornswoggle, nigga.
Talk about some random guy in the NFL, and you went to your backup account.
God damn, man. Nigga like a fucking short ass fullback.
Your nose stuff. Blow your nose.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Somebody blow their
That crazy, bro. That nigga head bigger than his fucking body, bro. Your head weigh 300 and your body weigh 200.
You can barely
Right.
your ass.
First off, them drying dreads sucking up the brain juice in your head. That's why you retarded. The dreads so dry, they sucking the juice out of
Shut
your
up,
skull.
bro.
Man. You probably have real bad
Shut up.
migraines. Stanky breath ass nigga. I smell your shit through
Yeah,
my
you did, bro.
Dirty
did,
breath
bro.
ass. Boy, your breath
I'm
dirty,
good,
boy.
bro. I want no more. Bro.
Real toxic gas.
Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead,
Okay.
Trey. Yo, what?
we done went smooth off the rail, but okay, cool. Let's fast forward because my point was this. I'm not saying.
Oh my god.
We gotta move this on, bro.
At this point, nothing I'm saying even matters.
Trey. I would like to hear it. Fuck it. You don't fuck it. We're talking about Jalen. We're talking about Jalen Ramsey on the Dolphins. We're talking about
What is y'all laughing about, bro?
it's y'all too, bro. That was funny as hell. But Jalen Ramsey got traded to the Miami Dolphins for not really a lot. How do you guys feel about the Miami Dolphins, and how does this trade go for him, and how are the Rams? What are the Rams going to do, and are they committed to losing?
I think this should be a mean bounce back here for Xavier Howard. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I've been saying he been a little bit overrated these past few years, but now since he's in the basically cornerback 2 role with Jalen, it could be something, bro, for real.
No,
That could be.
please stop. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Continue, Trey.
it's just too funny, bro. Y'all niggas is
What the fuck, man? Oh my god.
Bro, what is wrong with y'all niggas, bro?
I'm trying to hold it in, bro. I can't.
Bro, what is wrong with y'all niggas?
Popping pussy for cars crazy. That's crazy, man.
And Dom, I saw it first, and I was like, "Let me not say that." And then you started laughing.
Oh, you know you full of shit, bro.
He said, "Yeah, bigger than your body."
23 touchdowns. Hey, 11 picks.
Oh yeah, bigger than your body, bro.
That's crazy.
Come on, Doug. Come on, bro.
Hey,
Let it go.
Dub, you gotta zoom. We might need to zoom in, bro. I need to zoom in my camera real quick.
Nah. Let it go.
Nah, but what I wanted to say about this trade. So first off, I do want to commend, even though it doesn't look that way, I want to give a little bit of love to the Rams for this reason. We know the NFL is business. We know the NFL is a corporation. At the end of the day, they care about their bottom line. It's rare when organizations will really be like, hey, you know what? We rock with you like that. You were great for us. So even though it's not going to be the best deal for us, we're going to send you where you want. Miami had absolutely no draft capital to send LA. They had none, but that's where Jalen Ramsey wanted to go. He could have went to Duval because we all knew I think we all pretty much knew he wanted to go back to Florida when the report first came out. He wanted to go back home. I genuinely thought he was going to Jacksonville. I thought, reunite him. Doug Peterson's a great head coach. They got Trevor Lawrence there. The defense is on the way. It's not there yet, but boom. You put Jalen Ramsey there, that puts him over the top defensively. But he wanted to go to Miami. Miami had no draft capital, and they still traded him for their, third string tight end?
And third round pick.
And a third round pick? Everybody knows Jalen Ramsey's at least worth a first.
Oh, easy.
So
he was
I
traded.
want to give...
He was traded to the Rams for 2 firsts.
Exactly. So that's why I do want to give a little bit of love, because even though I think they knew, we know this trade doesn't work for us, but we wanted to give, and we don't see organizations do that often. Like, an organization will send you where they want if they get the best deal. You know what I mean? So I just want to credit that. However, but now to switch to the Dolphins, and ain't no excuse now. You got Vic Fangio as your DC. You got a nice cornerback duo, arguably probably the best one in the league, just on paper. Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. You still got Javon Holland there. Bradley Chubb is your main pass rusher. And then the offense, I mean, we all saw when Tua was healthy what that offense looked like. Now, if they can just consistently run the ball and use the guys they have, like they signed 3 running backs this year and didn't use them consistently at all.
Now none of them on the roster.
Exactly. So if they can just consistently do that, they should make a play. We all know the AFC's been stacked for a minute now, but they should be able to make a play. I mean, what do we all say? They should have beat if Tua was healthy, they would have beat the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills. Yeah.
So now we just got to see what they do with expectations.
Shit, would he beat the Bills?
Yeah.
Yes, they would have. Yes,
the Bills played so
Josh,
bad.
The way Josh Allen was playing,
Bills
bro,
as a whole, but
they almost got walked down by Skylar Thompson, bro.
Yeah,
So y'all think the Dolphins is y'all think the Dolphins are Super Bowl contenders?
They got to make the playoffs this year. I ain't trying.
Y'all think the Dolphins are Super
I
Bowl
don't know
contenders?
about Super Bowl contenders yet.
No.
They're going to be deep playoff run contenders, though. But honestly,
they could be a sleeper team. But
honestly, I still got Chiefs coming out.
Yeah,
I'm not
Chiefs.
doubting Mahomes
As long as
ever
Mahomes.
Yeah, nobody could count Mahomes as Mahomes, bro.
It's crazy now,
Yeah.
G-Baby. Now G-Baby with the Mahomes. I see it, though.
Look, man.
I see you came to the dark side.
Hey,
I
I
did
think
because I was pushing a mean agenda
beating the
until
Bengals.
Mookie came around.
Hey,
Now I can't push
Mookie,
it
I
anymore.
would say this for
They're not
me,
beating the Bengals.
at least for me in my power rankings of like the AFC, like to make it out, I'll put Kansas City up there. I'll put the Bengals up there. And then after that, I will give it slightly to the Chargers and then the Dolphins.
Hell no.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on. Time out. Wait, hold on. Dub, can you officially tell me what is your thing with the Bills? Can you please tell me? Just tell me.
Number
You
one,
just
the
not believe
Bills.
in Josh Allen?
Number one, they're the Bills.
They don't translate in the playoffs, bro.
Number two, I mean, like I
You
said
trust
before,
the
they're
Dolphins more than the Bills?
their team isn't
Their
built.
defense definitely don't
Their
translate.
team
to
isn't built like correctly. Number one, you just relying on Josh Allen to just make things happen. With the absence of a run game, it's just gonna hurt yourself. Just relying on Stephon Diggs to make everything happen for your team too, just hurt yourself. Like they're just a 2-man show and that's it. Gabe Davis is not the number 2 guy. They don't even have a number 3 receiver. The running game isn't there at all.
The running
Gabe
game
Davis
could
is
be
not
there. They
terrible.
just choose not to use it.
Hold on, you don't think
Because James Cook is good. They just choose not to use him.
You don't think Dave Davis is pretty productive at the number 2? You don't think he's that good?
He's not top 50.
Wow.
Nah, he's not.
What?
He's not though. We've been through this already.
Yeah,
He may not even be top 60.
we went through this twice, guys.
I'm not even gonna lie. We made a
But
list.
he's not top 50.
He's not top 50. Like,
So
we
the
went through it
Bills
twice.
are just a 2-man show, just
That's
relying
crazy.
heavily on Diggs and Allen to make everything happen. That they're not gonna win it that way at all. That's not how you win Super Bowls. The only people that I see do that is freaking Mahomes. He's just different. Like he's crazy.
So,
Go
I
ahead.
have a question, though.
Mhm.
Who do you think has a better chance of if they were to go on the
I
road?
was about that same thing.
The Buffalo Bills or the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh shit! Don't do that to me. Oh
Clip
my
it.
You
god.
said it's just a 2-man show. And T-Law about to get a top 13 receiver and Calvin Ridley back on the field.
Let me see how that defense
Top
looks next year.
13.
I'll give you an answer later.
Nah, he for sure.
Let me see how that defense looks. I'll give you an answer later.
Okay.
I gotta
can
see how
get
that defense
I
looks.
can do with that.
Mookie, why you say what like that?
Calvin really ain't no top 13 receiver. What are y'all
Yes, he is.
talking about?
Yes, he is.
Calvin Ridley, he top 20 easy.
What do you
he's
rank
not
him
13.
He's not top
He's
13.
at 13 for me. If he
Top
comes
13
back and
that
looks
easy?
No.
if he comes back and
No.
looks
I
the
don't know.
exact same,
Stop
Nah, if you
it.
look at the
and
exact
putting
same,
him back in the
Stop
same
it.
spot where he was at.
I'm not sure. I'm not
He's
sure if
13.
Calvin Ridley's. I'm not sure. I'm not.
I
Gonna
don't
lie.
have him top
So,
13.
can I give you a list? Can I give you a list?
I don't want to hear it.
Or no?
I don't want to hear that.
That's crazy.
All right.
That's crazy. I don't want to hear it.
That's crazy.
No,
That's
bro, because
nuts.
Calvin Ridley is like I think Calvin Ridley's good, but even as he was going off, like the hype around him, like I thought he was a great route runner, but I didn't think he was anybody like crazy. Like he wasn't nobody like crazy to me.
He was approaching top 10 before he left, in my opinion.
But he was never there. Like he just never
But he
was.
was like right behind it. He was like 11,
he was
12,
there.
13.
He was like borderline top 13, sure. Right now, shoot, I got Garrett Wilson going to finish the year out better than him, easy. Garrett Wilson going to be a top 10 wide receiver next year. Maybe
That's
top
not
5.
crazy. That's not crazy.
But
Not crazy.
you know what? We'll circle back to that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you banned on talking about Garrett Wilson. Yeah, you're done.
Wow.
No, you're done.
No,
Nah, Mr.
Why?
Garrett Wilson over D Hop. You're done.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes.
You're done.
I said what I said. Fuck is you talking about?
So you think Garrett Wilson can be better than AJ Brown?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, he could
Yes.
He could
Oh,
be.
All right, if y'all,
Hey, hold on. Wait, let me ask G Baby this. Yo, you think Chris Olave could be better than AJ Brown?
Of course I do. What the fuck? Of course I do.
I think Chris
But wait,
Olave got I think Chris
he's-
Olave got a higher ceiling than Garrett Wilson.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
I don't
does.
think he does either.
No, he
I don't
doesn't.
think
He's
he
nowhere
does.
near Twitch.
Yes, I do. I think Olave.
Not in the crack.
I think Olave will peak as a route runner. I think he will.
Trey,
peak- I
you
will
need to
peak-
blow your nose.
I think he
bruh.
would- I think he would.
I am my nose stuffy.
I think he would peak as a route runner. I think he would be more of a explosive catcher downfield. I think a lot. I think Olave.
What do you mean by
you know
that?
what I'm
Because I
saying?
think he is the better deep threat. Thing.
Yeah, he's a better deep.
Yeah. I think. Well, if you think he's already a better deep threat, then he's going to peak a better deep threat. He's going to peak a better catcher, a better route runner.
That's
I
not
think
true.
Olave. I think Olave.
That's not true. Not with route runner. Because route runner is not close.
I think
runner's
Olave
not
will
close.
peak as a
It's
better
not
route
close,
runner.
G Baby.
'Cause it's
Sorry
not-
to tell you, my boy.
It is close.
Not close.
It is
Ah,
close.
it's
You
not
can't
close
say-
at
Route
all.
running is not close
Yes,
at
it
all.
is.
It is
Yes,
Garrett
it is,
Wilson.
bro.
Yes,
Not
it
even
is.
7 out the week. It is not close.
Yes, it is, bro.
I
Y'all just
disagree.
y'all just
Where can I look out route per?
I disagree, but I am not on Mookie's
Yo,
level.
that's a bad stat. That's a bad stat. That's a bad stat.
What's the stat to measure that? I want to.
Yo,
Just
yo,
watch
it's
the
strictly
game.
eye
Look at
test,
the
hard
hard
cut.
cuts
It's really,
that
route
Olave
running is
can
really all just off the eye test.
Olave
G-Babe.
can run a post
G-Babe.
come back. He can run an out route.
G-Babe.
Trey, I disagree, but I'm not Mookie. Just putting that
Look,
out
look.
Trey, go ahead.
I
Trey,
know
go
that's
ahead.
why I'm coming to you, because you're the reasonable. All I'm saying is this: Garrett Wilson was clearly the better athlete.
He gonna-
He was.
Yeah.
Let's not do this,
Nah. What you about to go bring up the college? G Baby not gonna want to hear that.
huh?
I say if you bring up college, if he was the better athlete and better like prospects stuff like that in college.
I mean, I am very much. I don't care about college
He
to
was
go in
better
the
at- he
NFL,
was better-
but I've always said that Garrett Wilson was better in college and that he's better right now. I've always
Yes.
said that. I just think the gap is closer than people make it seem. That's it.
Nah.
the gap is closer. I'm not saying Chris Olave is some bum. No, he's a
I
dude.
said what
Like,
I
he's
said is
for real.
not wrong. Hold on, what I said
But-
is not wrong. It's a projection. I
Now
said there said
Hold on, let
that,
Trey get this
that
off.
old
Let
boy
Trey
gonna
get
have a
this
higher
off.
ceiling, bro.
Oh my God, no, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
It's not true, because one of them isn't even done growing as a receiver. One of them
Neither
is
is
a lot closer
Olave.
to their ceiling than you think they are, and it's
applies
not
to
Garrett
Olave.
Wilson. I will put it to you that way.
Neither is Olave. Olave is not done growing.
He's
And
much
the fact
closer
of the
to
matter,
it than you
the
think.
fact of the matter that he can have this production with a Andy Dalton under center,
He
that right there just
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson had us with Zach Wilson. That's a
Crazy.
mute point.
Yeah,
That's
Mookie.
a mute point.
And Mike White.
This is where
That's
you
a
lose,
dog
bro.
shit.
crazy.
This
That's
is where you
crazy.
lose me, bro, because Zach Wilson and Mike White weren't nothing either.
He did.
Hold on, but
Garrett Wilson did this with the
hold on,
worst quarterback in the
hold on.
NFL.
Hold on, did old boy say Mike
One is
White is
better
close
after
to
the
2 or
catch
something like
because
that?
he's a more dynamic athlete. The hands are about to
So he has somebody that's on the level of 2. So you said Mike White is close to 2.
Hey, Trey, he did get you on that one, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. He did get you on that
You
one.
said Mike White is
You-
close to 2. So
Yeah, you said
somebody
Mike White and
on the-
Tua are gonna be a quarterback competition. So
Yes,
Mookie's
so-
saying
I said I
if you
wouldn't
think Mike
be
White is,
Oh,
if you saying Mike White's on the level of Tua, that means
that means he
Garrett
has somebody
Wilson
under
has a
center,
better quarterback.
nigga.
Wait, do y'all think just because somebody have a QB competition makes
Bro,
it a
easy word, bro. Like I
No,
said,
Trey said he could win him out for the starting job. That's what Trey said.
I'm not gonna lie. This
he
is
makes
why
it
I
off
hate.
injuries
I
though.
want everybody to understand this because I hate these conversations all the time. The stats and numbers, they come automatically, bro. Like it's very hard to go play a full 48 minutes and just put zero numbers out there and 0 yards out there. It's difficult, okay? Just because you're playing with in a trash team or trash system or a trash quarterback, the numbers are the numbers. If you're that good, you're gonna get yours. It is what it is. You're out on the field, especially if you're one of the best wide receivers on the team. Sometimes they would just force feed you because there's nobody else to go to. So I hate points like that where, oh, he had a quarterback like this, so let's hold him to this level. No, there's more that goes into that. That helps a wide receiver get more touches sometimes.
Hey, Dub, but the simple fact that Chris Olave can have that production, and he was not the clear cut number 1 and 2 midway of the season, bro, is insane. He was play under with Jarvis Landry, Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas was 3 games.
Come on, bro.
Jarvis Landry. How many
crazy.
games did
That's
Jarvis
insane,
Landry play, bro?
That's insane.
Michael Thomas played 3 games.
Wait, but hey,
No,
Dub,
but I'm
I got a
saying
question
this
for
is
you.
that I'm
Jarvis
saying
Landry
under
played
Jarvis
9.
Like he was not even
And
he
he
was not
missed
even the
middle
clear
of the
cut
season.
number 1
No,
until
that's
the
right.
midway of the season. This man, Garrett Wilson, like he was the number one, like number
No,
one.
he
Like, he
wasn't.
came into the league number one, bro. Like
No,
number
He
one.
had to earn his spot.
No, he didn't.
No, because everybody thought it was going to be Elijah Moore after his second year. After
Thank you.
at the end of his
Elijah
rookie.
Moore? Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
everybody thought it was
gonna be
going to be
Elijah
Elijah Moore.
It
Everybody
was
thought it was
Elijah and Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, I wasn't.
Corey Davis is ass, but
I know he is, but
You said
literally,
Corey
the
Davis.
If he's
thing is-
using Jarvis Landry, you could use Corey Davis.
I mean, that's fine.
So you think? Hold on.
That's
You think
fine.
Corey?
That's fair.
You think
That's fair.
Corey? You think Corey Davis is just as good as Landry?
bro, this ain't
Oh my
2018, bro.
Yeah, this
This
is-
is
yeah.
Stop talking.
This is
just
2023 Jarvis.
What the fuck, bro?
2023
Crazy.
Jarvis. What are we doing?
Wait, just stop talking. Just stop talking and listen. All I'm
Wait,
saying
what?
is this: there were two established receivers when he got drafted. Regardless of his talent, he still had to earn his spot and earn his keep as the go-to guy in that offense. He still was not a proven commodity yet when he got to the league. Did they try to get him touches because there was only so many people you can get the ball to in that offense? Absolutely. But it wasn't like they just started out and it was like, oh, of the rookies we're just gonna automatically feed him the ball. It was Garrett Wilson. No, it was actually Breece Hall. And then he tore his ACL.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had to go to Garrett Wilson. So that's all I'm saying.
Well,
One of these guys is going to be a top 10 receiver. The other guy is probably going to be a top 5 receiver. I'm not saying they're both not good.
What?
I'm just saying one's better.
Yeah, bro. You got the man nuts in your, monster. I'm saying the simple fact that you don't think that Olave and Jared Wilson is close. Hold up. The reason why you don't think
stop saying
the reason why y'all don't think Jared
And the
Wilson
reason
and Olave
you
is
didn't went
close-
off camera is because you still wiping your face off the chair.
bro. Jared Wilson and Olave is very, very close, bro.
How?
The simple fact that it is because
Yes,
look at
5 and 10 are very close.
Yeah. No. It's
5
not even
and 10
that.
are close.
It's not
They're
even
5
that. It's not
spots
even
away
that.
from each other.
It's not even
That's
that. From a
close.
talent standpoint, both receivers are very, very talented. Both receivers bring impact to the game in different ways, right? But I just think that when you're looking at what Olave getting brought into, like we don't know what's going to be Jared Wilson quarterback on the center. Like we don't know what's going to be a quarterback. Like they think they're getting Aaron Rodgers. We don't know.
He played with
But all
Zach last year. It doesn't matter. He's going to do well.
All I know is that you bring in a quarterback in Derek Carr, and all that's going to do is, make Chris Olave's production even better. So when we're saying is that for the Olave to come into this football season to be under 2 different quarterbacks, maybe 3 different quarterbacks under center, and to remain consistent, being a speedster wide receiver, being a great deep threat as well, being a great wide receiver route runner, through the intermediate routes and downfield as well, and having great hands. The only thing he's missing is physique. And I'm seeing the same thing for Garrett Wilson. The gap is very, very close.
No,
to me, I'm taking
Chris
Chris Olave, bro.
Everything that you just named, the only thing that Chris Olave does better than Garrett Wilson is just a better deep threat. Route running, I don't know
That's a big thing. Like he can run,
but it's not.
routes.
He's not Tyreek Hill, so that's not going to move
the big thing.
He's not.
It does
Hill.
move the needle because
He's
it's a
not
big
Tyreek
gap.
Hill.
It's a big gap.
When
It's
you
a
talk
big
about-
gap.
He's not Tyreek Hill. You bring up this deep threat like he cleared him. He's not Tyreek Hill because Garrett was still a very good.
Chris Olave is a better playmaker than Garrett Wilson.
No, the fuck he's not.
Yes,
What
he
the
is.
fuck you
And
talking
making
about?
plays
That's a
downfield.
lie. That's
a lie.
He's a better
What are you
playmaker
talking about?
downfield. I think he's a little bit better.
lying.
I think he's
like shit.
I think he's better running after the
He ain't
catch
that
as
Saints
well.
bias.
I
Nigga,
think
stop
he's.
lying.
I think he's.
Nigga
I
eat
think he
2
is.
dicks in one night. That's
The
crazy.
only thing you can sit there and say that Garrett Wilson is better is like he got better hands and you know
He's a
what I'm
way
saying?
better route runner. And it's not.
No,
close.
he's not. He's
Yes,
not a way
he is.
better
What
route
game
runner.
y'all
He's a
watch?
better route runner.
Oh
He's a
my
better
goodness,
route
bro! Y'all niggas.
Trent,
y'all gotta
what was
stop
the
that
question?
nonsense,
What was
bro.
the question that you was gonna ask me before?
You said what?
You was gonna ask me something
Oh,
before.
I was gonna ask for you, Dell, specifically. You talking about stop bringing up QBs and situations and shit like that. Yo, G baby, does he not do that with AJ Brown and Ryan Tannehill all the time?
Oh,
I knew you were gonna say that.
You do.
I knew
you
he
do
was
that all
gonna
the
say that.
time. So why you
Time out.
talking about that?
I want to tell you this. I want to tell you what this. I'm gonna tell you this.
That's a good
because
point, Trent. That's
because
good.
y'all motherfuckers said y'all motherfuckers.
There we go.
Y'all said numerous times. Oh man, didn't break 1,000 yards like that. This, and that. This.
No,
and
that's
that.
not. We don't do that. for
Y'all
AJ
have said
Brown.
that before. I have heard y'all say that before. So when y'all say points like that, I tell y'all, 1, sometimes he doesn't play a full season like that, and then 2, Bro, he's playing with Ryan Tannehill, so it's difficult for him to get off like that. Doesn't take away from his talents as a wide receiver just because he's not breaking 1,000 yards like that.
I think you're talking about a whole different first because me and G-Bear has never brought up, oh, he barely got 1,000 yards.
When was the last time I brought up Ryan Tannehill? What was the last time I brought up
in the
Tannehill?
season?
We talked about
we
AJ
was
Brown,
talking about
Jamar
Matt
Chase.
Ryan and then
No,
Cox.
recently. We was
No,
talking about AJ Brown
no.
versus Jamar Chase. When I was
I
talking
wasn't
about,
there
do you
for
think
that.
it should be a conversation?
Yes.
I think it should be a conversation. I think it should be, but
I'm saying, but you brought Ryan Tannehill up as a point where, like, as a situation, oh, he was still doing this with Ryan Tannehill, but you were just saying now, oh, we shouldn't bring that up because you that good of a receiver, you should just get yours.
No. All I was saying,
because that discounts D-Hop from what makes D-Hop D-Hop. The fact that he was cooking with trash quarterbacks.
All I was saying, no. When I was comparing Jamar to AJ Brown, I did use that as a point, but there was a lot more other points that I used.
But you're saying that we shouldn't use that point. So even though you brought up multiple other points, Trent's bringing this up now because you used that as a point of many. You said you're basically telling us right now that shouldn't be a point. So Trent's basically getting on you because you just used it as one of your points.
All I'm saying is that the route that people go to, because what people do, they over exaggerate shit. And I felt like Mookie was over exaggerating a bit about the competition.
Oh, well, Mookie
over
exaggerates.
So all I'm saying, because I hear
I'm not over exaggerating.
Because Trent, you know this, G-Baby, you know this. How many times do people just run to that? He's playing with this guy, so I'm gonna put him on this level. So that right there, I'm fine with people bringing it up, but just don't over exaggerate it. You feel me?
That's
but you don't think that matters to an extent? I think that could be like for somebody like a Terry McLaurin, like a DJ Moore.
I think it could matter to an extent, but just don't OD it. I don't think that you've like over exaggerated with Terry McLaurin. I don't think anybody does.
I think if you put any great receiver with a great quarterback, I think their production is going skyrocket compared to
for one
mid quarterbacks.
For one of the points for D-Hop versus like Devontae Adams for so long was that Devontae had Aaron Rodgers while D-Hop had this and that. I'm like, well, I mean, you don't have to just be the only reason or the main reason. Nah, that don't have to be the main reason because then you could just argue they're just force feeding him because of his catch radius. Not even gonna hold you. They're force feeding him to get those touches.
No, I'm just saying is that y'all know what Tyreek Hill said. He said, and I kind of somewhat agree with Tyreek Hill saying that, he's been blessed in a great situation where, any quarterback like I think you make an example of like Brandon Cooks. If you put Brandon Cooks with a top tier quarterback, I think his production would go out the roof like he was with Drew Brees. And I think in a little bit of years that he played with Deshaun Watson, I think he would be one of the top tier wide receivers in the league. I think if you play any wide receiver with any top tier quarterback, I think their production is going off the roof compared to
which is why I say all the time
with mediocre quarterback.
Which is why I say all the time.
Put Justin Jefferson with a quarterback like Justin Herbert. I mean,
the dude's not going to drop two. You know how hard it is to drop 2K. He's not dropping 2K. He's not dropping 2K, bro. The stats are the stats. The numbers are going to be the numbers. His numbers are going to be the same.
This folk, man.
His numbers will be the same. My whole thing is, as people who watch this sport, for wide receivers especially, you need to be able to analyze these guys' strengths and weaknesses and how much their situation is affecting them. A lot of people just don't be doing that. They'll just look at the numbers and be like, he's this good. Or they'll be like, well, he could be better with this quarterback. Trey says it all the time. Like, sometimes they could have a bad quarterback, but still suck. It is what it is. Sometimes they can have a good quarterback and the wide receiver just sucks, like a Kenny Golladay. All I'm saying is, like, you just gotta be able to analyze this, bro, and just see this. And not a lot of people are good at doing it.
All I'm saying is this: you can evaluate situations, you can evaluate players in the situation, and you can evaluate players regardless of the situation. That's literally what talent evaluation is. That's where I'm going with this. I'm not basing this off of who's playing with a better quarterback, who's doing this. No, I'm going strictly off of physical traits, skill set, the ability.
Why are y'all knowing the situation? Oh, okay.
No, you could include the situation.
You can include the situation later, but if you're picking wide receivers, give me the guy that's twitchier. Give me the guy that bends better at the top of the route. Give me the guy who's better with the ball in his hands, who's more creative as a natural runner in the open field. Yes, give me that guy. Like I said, I'm not saying either one of them are bad or that one is just so much farther than the other. No, I said one's going to be a top 10 receiver. The other one's probably going to be a top 5 receiver.
Yeah, but
It's
I can say the same thing for Olave. I think Olave's ceiling is a top 5 receiver as well. What's the difference?
He could creep into the
And
top.
I'm not gonna hold you, and that's the main reason for me. It's gonna be very difficult for me to put Jamar Chase in the top 5.
What the hell, Dub?
What? My nigga, y'all just wilding, bro. Y'all just wilding.
Lamar
It'll be
top
very
5,
difficult. It will be
Where
very
did Jamar Chase come from? What the heck?
Tyreek Hill?
He could be better than Tyreek Hill.
No, he can't. Devontae Adams? No, he can't. No, he can't.
I forgot how you get with Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson,
Jamar Chase.
Stephon Diggs.
He can be better than Stephon.
He better than Stephon, bro.
He
He's not better right now, but he can.
Not right
better
now,
than-
but he can be.
I don't think
Not
he
right now,
definitely
but he
can
can be.
Unless he cleans up.
Stop disrespecting Jamar
No,
Chase.
and
No,
D-Hop.
he can-
Yeah,
D-Hop,
you
he not gonna
disrespecting
be
the
better
nigga.
than
bro.
And D-Hop at the tail end of his career, so he can for sure be better
I
than
think
D-Hop.
He can
all
be better than D-Hop.
Jamar Chase, what he struggles with, I didn't realize how much this was an issue. Number one, he drops a lot of balls. Pause.
But Dub, you don't think he makes it up with his contestant catching? Oh,
Yeah.
He does both. So he contested catches and he drops balls. So it's crazy to me. Oh, then on top of that, it don't cancel it out like that. I'm not comparing him to himself. I'm comparing him to other people. Right? So that's what we're doing.
Wait, Dub. For a guy like you should think Jamar Chase is top 5. The way how you value Tyreek Hill and how Jamar Chase racking deep threat ability.
I think his deep threat ability is amazing, but I don't think he's as versatile as Tyreek Hill, and that's another part of Tyreek Hill game that nobody talks about.
What do you mean by that?
Tyreek Hill be running in the slot.
I disagree with that. They just do it in different ways. I disagree.
He just started doing that this season, bro. Tyreek Hill.
Since he got in the league.
No, he was not.
Yes.
Did you see his route tree in 2021?
Yes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and he was dominantly doing a lot of post routes, a lot of streak routes, a lot of go routes. He wasn't working out a slot like
He was
that.
still
What are you
playing the
talking
slot
about?
though. But
He
was mainly outside. But he was
not like Hill. That's my point. But that's my point.
Just because you don't do it as much doesn't mean they're not the same.
Oh my god! No, Tyreek Hill. On top of him being that outside, I just think him attacking through the slot and the inside, it's just better than what Jamar Chase was doing, bro.
That's fine. I have Jamar Chase at 5 anyway, so
he can beat.
Yeah, he's 5. Jamar Chase.
He's really, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like we playing with Jamar Chase, act like he's really not like that. And the way how we talk about impact, the way how you value impact,
I think he's very impactful. I'm not.
He should be top 5 for you. He should.
Bro, Jamar Chase can be a top 2, top 3 receiver next year, bro. Why not?
Nah, D-Hop. I got D-Hop over him, bro. You said what?
Why not? Jamar Chase can't be top 3.
Why
not?
Watch this. Watch this, motherfuckers. When Garrett Wilson drops 1,400 yards, you bet I'm putting his ass over.
Stat watching?
You're stat watching?
Stat watching game?
I would definitely put Garrett Wilson right now.
Hold on, Dub.
Right
Jalen
now,
Waddle has 1,400 yards,
this is not
and you were
stat
shitting on him.
Nah,
Yeah, you're stat
Jalen-
watching.
Yo, I ain't like that. You a stat
You're
watcher,
stat
bro.
watching
Not
me
Jalen
right
Waddle.
now.
No, Trent. You wanna know why? Trent?
Nasty.
You gotta, when you in this realm, you gotta know how to bend the arguments. You feel me?
this thing.
Right now,
Oh my.
I
Bro,
may take Garrett Wilson over Jamar Chase.
What do you?
Guess
Oh
what are
my
you on?
god!
What are you on?
In order for me-
what are you on?
In order for
Like,
me
what
to
are
get people behind my back, I need to wait for the yards. I got you.
Bro, Jared Wilson is.
I gotta convince
Jared
all
Wilson's
the
not
masses,
as talented as.
So then,
Jamar Chase.
what happens if Jamar Chase if Garrett
That's
Wilson
a
gets
lie.
1,410
He's not.
and Jamar
he's not.
Chase gets 1,450?
As soon as Garrett Wilson
Why you make that face?
as
He's not.
soon as
bro.
Garrett Wilson drops
No, I
1,400,
made that face
it's
because you
over.
lied.
Wait, but Dub, why you
So
so
I'm
what
not
if
lying.
Jamar Chase
That's-
drops 16?
Yo,
Jamar Chase drops
I don't
16.
care how much Jamar drops. As soon as he drops
guys.
1,400,
Nah,
it's
damn.
over for
You don't
Jamar.
care?
I need to address something because Mookie made a
I
mistake.
ain't like Garrett Wilson is just as talented as Jamar Chase. But
Yeah.
No, he's not, bro. Y'all
Oh my God! Stop talking.
Y'all niggas.
Is
yo,
Olave
bro,
just
bro,
as
y'all
talented as
y'all
Jamar
just
Chase?
hatting right now.
Is Olave just as talented?
No!
No,
See,
no,
this is why y'all just overrating, bro. Y'all overrating, bro. Now.
Mookie, is Chris Olave
Y'all
as talented
overrated.
as Jamar Chase?
No, you just
No.
look for an elite
Oh, okay,
athlete
okay.
at receiver if he came up and punched you in your jaw.
No,
what he is.
bro. At the end of the day, he's nowhere, bro.
I'm
You
not
are
giving him
Bro,
time.
I'm
giving
not
Garrett
saying he
Wilson
can get
time.
there,
I
but
don't care.
he's not as talented
I
as
can't
Jamar
hide my
Chase.
feelings.
Jamar Chase's versatility at the wide receiver position is literally
Yup, he
unmatched.
said that.
He can play. He can be physical. If you give him damn near 4, 5, 6 yards of airspace, he can burn you downfield. He is still one of the best.
Half the league can do
He's
that.
still he's still one of the best. He's still hold on. Matter of fact, give him 2 yards. Give him 2 yards of airspace, man. I guarantee you, it'll burn you downfield.
Oh my god.
He's still one of the best deep threat route receivers in the NFL. He's a great route runner, and his run after catch ability.
Don't mean a lick.
You can't deny that shit.
What you're missing in all of this is this. What you said was he's not as talented. That is a lie. Because when you start talking about physical talents, now you're talking about traits. That man is just as twitchy. He actually bends better at the top of routes than Jamar Chase. That's why he's a better route runner already. He's a much.
Oh my gosh.
What makes Jamar Chase so strong
If Jamar Chase had better
is the fact that he is a little tightly wound. He does have some.
Is he better with the ball in his hands?
No.
Nah, but
Is he a better deep route runner than Jamar Chase?
Yeah,
deep route runner.
Deep route
No,
runner?
the fuck
He's
he's
a
not.
better
Go ahead,
route
lie.
runner than
He's a better route runner.
Go ahead and lie, bro.
Jamar Chase
Bro,
is at
y'all niggas, bro. I swear
Jamar
to God,
Chase
bro.
is very,
I mean, if you want to
Oh
say
my
Jamar
God,
Chase is a better
bro.
deep route runner, that's cool.
Bro,
medium and short.
Is he better? Is he better?
No,
Is he
Jamar
better?
Chase.
Threat, not a
Bro,
better
the sit there
Jamar
He's a
saying
better
Chase-
deep
Jamar
threat. He's a
Chase
better
is
deep
very-
threat.
Oh
Jamar
my
Chase is
God,
very,
Jamar Chase is a
very.
better deep threat.
Jamar Chase
Oh
is
my
very,
God, bro.
very athletic, and that's why he's a better three that
Thank you.
because
No,
of
he's
his
not,
because
bro.
of his catch ability.
Jamar Chase
and
isn't
his
athletic? What are you talking about?
Hey, bro.
Jamar
Hey,
Chase
bro.
is
Hey, bro. This is
crazy
why
athletic,
I
bro.
sat there and said, bro, y'all got this biasness where y'all do research, like in the moment bias, bro. Like this man has one
I
good
just know
year,
what I'm looking
and
at.
sit there and say, I know what I watched Garrett Wilson too, and he's not as talented, bro. He's not as talented as Jamar Chase. What are you talking about, bro?
Wait, you
He's
said
not
we're in
as
the moment
talented as
bias.
him, bro.
Wait, Mookie,
What
you
I'm
said we're
saying,
in the moment-
is this:
Cooper Cup better than
Jamar Chase is more physical. He's better. He's better. He's better.
Better than Jamar Chase, right?
I know.
Cooper Cup is better than Jamar Chase. Trey, what are we doing?
Wait, hold on, real quick.
You know what's so funny?
Cooper
You know
Cup
what's
is
so
better. What are we doing?
G baby. You know what's funny? Trey, I know Trey didn't see how I was coming at Cooper Cup last season,
Yeah.
and he won't even need to know that to know I was capping a little bit there.
hey, but G baby, and y'all, he's saying we're in the moment with Garrett Wilson, and y'all see this nigga profile picture. We're in the moment, though, right?
Yeah,
Right.
he's been doing this for over.
When we
He
see
did
this
this
nigga
for over
profile
6-7 years.
Huh?
Garrett Wilson only did this for 1 year, nigga.
What are you
1
talking about?
year. That's a big difference.
Derek
Jamar
Carr,
Chase been doing it
I'm
for
not gonna hold you, bro.
years as well.
Derek
So what I'm
Carr,
saying,
Derek Carr ever been top 10?
what I'm saying is this: is that Jamar Chase is better with the rock in his hands. He's better. He's more athletic. He's better when the ball is in his air to go up and catch it.
that's close.
He's a better deep route. He's a better deep route runner than him, and he's a better
doesn't run
playmaker.
any route
Stop
better
it, bro.
than him. He doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think
Playmaker, I'll
Oh
give
my
you.
gosh, bro.
He doesn't run any routes better. Than him.
Playmaker, you said?
He's a better
I'll give a
playmaker.
playmaker.
I mean, Garrett Wilson's a great playmaker. Yeah,
Jamar.
He's more physical.
He's a great playmaker too.
Wait, did he say he? Wait, who said? Why the comment say he can't win outside? Who said?
He's
Who can't win outside?
more-
Who?
Did Mookie? You say that?
Who said? Wait.
Did you say
Both
Garrett?
of
Did you
these
say
guys
Garrett Wilson can't win outside?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm just asking. That's what the
I
chat
don't know what the
said.
chat said. The chat's tripping.
I sit there and said that what Chase do is better than Garrett Wilson. Like y'all, I think y'all look slightly overrated.
I think you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I think you got the man nuts in your nostrils. You can't sit there.
Yeah, look at your profile picture. You can't see.
You compare
gargling nut. Stop it.
You compare this nigga to already the elite wide receivers in the game. Boy, that's fanboy shit, bro.
If you knew what you were looking at, you would understand too that you're watching.
Damn, you got
Bro,
a
I
daycare
watch
back there?
Garrett Wilson. I don't.
You got kids?
Great comparison for Garrett Wilson.
Oh y'all my kid.
I think the great
You the
comparison.
shortest
For,
kid in here.
I think the great comparison for Garrett Wilson is Chris Olave. That's the great comparison.
Wait.
What? Say that again.
I said a great comparison for you comparing what Garrett Wilson can be is between Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson. I think those two you want to compare them
Is
to.
Chris Olave better than Garrett Wilson, Mookie?
Yes.
Shut your ass up. That crazy ass shit you saying. Shit crazy as fuck.
I think he's better. What's wrong with saying that?
Where do you have Chris Olave, Mookie? I just need to know. Where do you have Chris Olave? Is he top 10, top 15? Where you got him?
He's in that 15 and 20 range.
Like I ain't know, I know G baby to an extent. Like he don't OD with it, like because he feel the same way. But like y'all got it. Like it's not close.
I don't see, and that's the only part I disagree with. I think Garrett Wilson's better. Everything y'all have said that Garrett Wilson's better
I
at.
think that he.
I
But
just think it's close.
G baby. Do you think that besides being a better deep threat, and mind you, that doesn't
get those fucking glasses off.
Do you think Chris Olave being the better?
Since we're making jokes tonight, I'm making jokes. Fuck it.
Yo, do you think Chris Olave being the better deep threat moves the needle?
It does.
No,
I don't care about
because
I'm asking for the logical Saints fan, not the Derek Carr profile.
No, it does not move the needle.
Hey,
we're not. I've already explained this to you like 5 times.
G baby.
Yeah, what's up, Trey? What's up, Trey?
All I'm saying is this. At the end of the day, I just said 5 spots. That was around the area. Is that such a large gap that is disrespectful?
I mean, I'm the same one who said around 13 to 21. There's so many interchangeable guys as far as receivers, so 5 spots isn't really that crazy to me.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Because I think that's how I think 13
y'all
to like
niggas already
22 is like this one big team.
Nah, you're not a real Saints fan. You're not a real Saints fan.
Hey, G baby, I respect that. That's all I need to know. Thank you, good.
Nah, he's not. He's not a real.
Hey, can you highlight Aaron's comment since we making jokes tonight? Can you highlight Aaron's comment?
I got super chats.
Oh, okay. I'll highlight it later.
Oh man, the Quan Carter.
That's nasty.
He got to play. He got to show.
Deshaun Watson, top 10, arguably top 5.
If Deshaun Watson is the same Deshaun Watson, yeah, that nigga top 5.
I think he's gonna have a great year. I'm not gonna
lie. I think he's gonna have a great year too.
I can't lie. If he looks like what he did this year, oh man.
He's not. You gotta understand. Like
I don't know. I don't think he is either.
Yeah, he's not gonna have
that nigga not top 5, bro. He top 10. Yeah, if he does his thing, but I don't think he's top 5. There's quarterback.
You're telling me.
Matter of fact, hold on.
There's
4 matter of fact, he could be at 5. He could be at 5.
Okay. Who's at 2?
I'll just think about it.
We know who's at 2.
Herbert. I got
Herbert at 2.
Yeah, I got Mahomes, Herbert, Burrow, Allen. Those are the top 4 for me. That's
Herbert.
Who's 5? Top 4.
Who's 5?
5. I think I got respect. Just Aaron Rodgers. I think I got.
No, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Where you got Derek Carr?
Man, shut up, nigga.
What is wrong with you?
You got Derek Carr in his heart. That's where you got him.
Hey, I think at his best he could be at 10, 9.
Why can't he be
7?
Why can't he be number 4?
Because there's quarterbacks just better than him.
Like Lamar Jackson?
Yes.
No, he's not better.
Yes.
So Lamar Jackson's not a top 10 quarterback. That's what you're telling me right now.
Yeah, he in that 8. Or if you want to put him, I mean, listen, there's a great argument, a great logic where you can not put him in the top 10 because what he has done. Hold on. There's a great logic, great argument that you cannot put Lamar in your top 10 because what has he done for the last 2-3 years?
What the fuck has Derek Carr done, sir?
I'm gonna tell you what Derek Carr has done. Derek Carr has done. Hold on. If we just measure it from a 2 to 3 year sample size, Derek Carr has led his team to the playoffs. Lamar Jackson got hurt. 2021.
He's doing 2 to 3 years because that means you can't count MVP Lamar because it's 2023. That's why he's doing 2 to 3 years because Lamar Jackson won MVP in 2019
with Willie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that's
outside his MVP
Willie
year,
Snead was a great wide receiver.
You said Willie Snead was a great wide receiver.
Outside his MVP, first of all, you can't put a man in your top 5. Maybe top 10. If the man hasn't played a full availability is the best ability. And Lamar Jackson hasn't been available for his team as well. He hasn't really produced as much since his MVP years. And he's been injured. He's been hurt. can't be no top 10, top 5 quarterback. Stop being fanboys, bro. Call it how it is.
Nigga,
His body is breaking down, and that's why nobody wants this
nigga.
nigga.
You're a
That's why nobody
fangirl.
wants this nigga.
What are you talking about?
Why nobody wants Lamar Jackson? Tell me that. Why nobody wants that nigga then? If he's that good to y'all motherfuckers. Why nobody wants this nigga?
Mookie, you know what a non-exclusive franchise tag means?
Why every team that needed a fucking quarterback said, "No what? Nope, I don't want this nigga. I wrote it off, nigga. Exit, bitch. I'm out." What, nigga? The Raiders picked Jimmy G over Lamar.
You know what a non-exclusive franchise tag means?
The Panthers would rather go with subpar, mediocre goddamn quarterback. They'd rather draft than to get a quarterback like Lamar Jackson.
You know what a non-exclusive franchise tag means?
Stop it, bro. Nobody wants this nigga, bro.
Mookie, do you know what a non-exclusive franchise tag means?
Yes. That means
Everybody be quiet.
What does it mean?
Teams can negotiate a deal, and either the Raiders can either match or they could either give up 2 first-rounders for it. But like I said, nobody wants
to give up 2 first-rounders for a quarterback who might leave in a year. Does that make logical sense, Mookie?
Why you want to give a quarterback $250 million guarantee when he has been really hurt for over the last 2 seasons?
Deshaun Watson missed the whole year and had rape allegations on
him. And like I said there and said, I guarantee, like I said there and said, I guarantee you that the owners from the Broncos and from the Browns really wants to get off the contract. That's why they renegotiated Deshaun Watson contract, because I guarantee you they really want to get off that guaranteed deal, because they know that if they really want to get off those guaranteed deals, because they know that quarterbacks like that from guaranteed deals, they're not sustainable, bro. They're not sustainable with health. They're not sustainable. Even when Kyler Murray got his money, Kyler Murray got his money, he got hurt the next year. So the Ravens organization is smart enough to say, you know what? I'm not giving this man Lamar Jackson $250 million guarantee when, number one, his body has broke down. Number two, they're gonna be in the same situation they were. They're gonna be in the same situation they were. They don't have enough talent around them. You got Lamar Jackson stands. You got Lamar Jackson stands always complaining. You got Lamar Jackson stands. You got Lamar. You nigga. They got Lamar Jackson nuts all down your throat, nigga. Yes, you nigga. Now, what I'm saying is this. Right? Y'all gonna keep on complaining. 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 Y'all gonna keep on. Y'all gonna keep on complaining. Y'all gonna keep on complaining that this man ain't got no wide receiver depth, especially given all this goddamn money. How the fuck are they gonna get weapons around him, man? Lamar Jackson hasn't proven that you can give him a little talent around him and that he can go further in the goddamn playoffs, bro. That's the thing. He don't deserve that $250 million guarantee. How are you overvaluing himself, nigga?
Adams, what did you do?
You said what?
They gave Derek Carr, Devontae Adams. What did you do?
Devontae Adams had one of his best seasons ever.
Did they make the playoffs?
And they didn't do shit.
Because football's a team sport, their defense was that bad.
Why don't you damn! We all get the same Andrew Lamar Jackson.
Lamar, hold on. Trent. Stop using defense with Lamar Jackson. Like, this man ain't had
what
a
you
top
mean?
five.
Did you see how he
beat?
No, hold on, come on. Hey, did that top five defense play good in 2019?
Stop it. Yes.
Did that top five defense play good in 2019? Yes or no?
Yes.
You're fucking lying. Shut up with that shit. You're fucking lying. They didn't play good in 2019.
Yes, they was.
They didn't play good. When they played the Titans, did they play good?
They was 10 points scored, nigga.
When they played the Titans, was they playing like a top 5 defense?
In the playoffs? Yes.
No, they weren't.
Hold on. That first Lamar Jackson win was off the fucking defense. Are you crazy?
2019.
That's not 2019. Dickhead, he was the MVP that had the number 1 seed.
Okay. But the simple fact is that the quarterback style of play hindered the quarterback style of play hindered the defense. The defense was on the field too much because the Ravens.
What are you talking about? You didn't watch the game. I'm gonna tell you. Hold
on. I'm gonna tell you. If you actually watch that game between the Ravens and Titans, the Ravens struggled to get the ball in the red zone until midway into the fourth quarter. So you had your defense on the goddamn field too much, bro. And the defense,
you know how many receivers dropped passes in that game, bro?
Hold on. If you have your defense on the field too much, They're going to automatically break down. They're going to automatically fold, bro.
Lamar
So at the end of the day,
Lamar Jackson played good that first half. His receivers were fucking selling him, bro.
Okay, but at the end of the day, why he didn't use that running ability that he used all season? In this
he had 500 yards total by himself.
Okay, so why
he had 500 yards total? What are you talking about?
Position to score points, nigga. Why is he throwing interceptions? Why is he throwing the football?
He threw one pick and the other pick that he threw was because of Mark Andrews. What are you talking about?
Tell me why late into the fourth quarter in garbage time, he put up all these goddamn numbers and his team didn't get to the fucking yard line to score points too late in the fourth quarter. I'm done with this shit, nigga. I'm done with this shit, bro. Stop this nonsense, nigga. Stop it, bro.
Mookie, stop. First off, total game, he had total yards 500 by himself. Second, the reason why he wasn't dropping downfield and weren't playing good, his receivers was dropping the fucking ball.
What about the interceptions he threw?
Watch the game.
What about the interceptions he threw? What about the dumb passes that he threw?
One bad pick.
What about the intermediate?
One bad pick, and then the other one because of Mark Andrews, he dropped the ball.
It went through Mark
no
Andrews'
excuses, nigga.
What you mean? He threw one bad pick. What are you talking about?
I'm about to cook your ass. This is why I'm about to cook your ass. You done, nigga.
What are you talking about? You sound stupid as fuck.
You already on the fucking grill. I'm gonna season that shit on the other side so I can season that shit a little bit. Y'all didn't give. Hold on. Y'all didn't give Justin Herbert that same motherfucking excuse, nigga. When he
Justin Herbert didn't have his receivers drop the ball left and right.
Hold on. Y'all didn't give Justin Herbert the same fucking excuse, nigga. When he only put 3 points up in the second half, y'all said he could have get it done.
Nigga, did his receivers drop the ball?
Get it done. Yes,
no, that's
not
true.
Yes, they dropped the ball. Y'all niggas didn't give Justin Herbert the benefit of the doubt.
Justin Herbert's receivers was not dropping the ball like that. What are you talking about? They had like 10 plus drops that game. What the fuck are you talking about?
Y'all hypocrites. Hold on. Y'all killed Justin Herbert. The man didn't turn over the football. The man led his team to a field goal drive. Lamar Jackson waited till late in the fourth quarter. Put points on the goddamn board, nigga. But y'all still killed Justin Herbert, nigga. Y'all done, nigga. You done. Y'all destroyed Justin Herbert for the same fucking reason. Y'all didn't put in no context about Justin Herbert on how play calling the best series been.
Justin Herbert didn't
bad, bro. Stop it, bro. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
So one, Herbert did miss Keenan Allen for a touchdown. That could have extended it, but that's neither here nor there. Derrick Henry had 30 carries for 195 yards against the Ravens. That top 5 defense had 30 carries for 195 yards.
And he threw a touchdown.
And Lamar Jackson, MVP season, failed to lead his team to a goddamn touchdown drive midway into the fourth quarter.
That was because of his other players, not him.
Blame the other players. He was not out there missing throws.
I want everybody. I want everybody to understand something real quick, because I don't remember everything that happened in that game, but one of the picks in the first half that happened that Lamar Jackson threw was because Mark Andrews dropped the ball. Went to the
What about the other pick?
Then the other pick was when they was down 28-12 late in the fourth. I think it was late in the. Let me double check.
It had to have been late in the fourth because that second touchdown was at the stop of the fourth.
Turn over the football. That's not a bad. Wait.
Talking about. It was at the end of the third. It was at the end of the third quarter. And what happens is when you're down 28-6,
who fault is
you
that?
have no choice but to throw the ball. So I'm not.
Okay, so he turned the football over, bro. It's not no excuse on that.
No. The thing is, I'm not gonna hold him to the same standard of penalizing him this much,
bro. He threw it right to the receiver. What are you talking about,
bro?
The second pick was right to him.
Your team is down 28-6.
I didn't know that.
Oh my
god, like that happens. It is what it is.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey, Dub.
Oh my god, bro.
Hold on, real quick, Dub. Because how many times did they go for on 4th and 1? The same QB kept getting that shit shut down. Because Mookie loves talking about fucking play calling for that bum ass nigga Derek Carr. So let's do that shit for Lamar Jackson. The O-line got fucking destroyed that game.
They were down 14-6, and then they went for it on 4th and 1, which then resulted to the Titans capitalizing and scoring.
This is what y'all not understanding.
And they had 6 drop passes that game.
They had more than that, G baby. I swear to God, it was more.
So now we doing drops.
Then the next
like that
drive,
shit was poorly
thrown. 6 drops in one game.
So now it's poorly thrown. Wait.
Like I sat there and said, Lamar Jackson waited until late in the fourth quarter. First of all, y'all use this logic to get it done. Y'all do it for Justin Herbert. You do it for Derek Carr. I can talk about all these.
Nigga, if Justin Herbert's receivers was dropping the ball left and right, we wouldn't be saying this shit.
Yes, y'all did. Hold on.
Nobody would be saying this shit on the
Hold on, bro. Justin Herbert receivers in 2020, 2021 year led the lead in drop passes, but y'all still penalized Justin Herbert for missing the goddamn playoffs as well. And I don't hear this fucking excuse talking about his receivers led the lead in drop passes and shit like that. But when it's for the fuck nigga Lamar Jackson, y'all do this shit every single time.
Nobody in this panel, bro. Nobody in this panel.
The fact of the matter, he did not play well.
Mookie, listen to you who we're talking to. Nobody on this panel. Mookie, nobody on this panel shits on Justin Herbert for his rookie year. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking about his sophomore year. His sophomore year.
No, yes. we bring that up because specific games that they could have won and he played terrible.
Okay, but y'all don't bring it. Hold on, y'all don't bring it. Y'all don't bring up the context of dropping pass, bro.
Still play bad. No.
I don't care.
Oh my God,
the Ravens, he played bad. Go look at his Ravens.
Oh my God.
Multiple games. Let's say
that was week 6 though. That was like week 6.
It was still a bad game though.
Hold on. We think so you want to bring up bad games for Justin Herbert, but when I point up the bad games for Lamar Jackson, you want to throw all these stipulations.
Every minute you can, nigga.
It wasn't a bad game.
What are you talking about?
Are you serious?
No.
2 picks, 300 yards. Most of them 300 yards came when their team was down like 2-3 touchdowns.
What about the 180 rushing yards?
He played bad.
You know what's crazy? Hold
on. What did the rushing yards get him? Did that get him in great field positions?
You know what's insane though? This is why
nobody. Justin Herbert's passing yards.
No, bro. Y'all niggas make all these excuses, bro. It's the reason why no
Justin Herbert played
niggas like y'all is the reason why Lamar Jackson ain't getting paid.
Justin Herbert play a playoff game where his receivers drop more than 6 passes. He'll be nut hugging that shit the whole time.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If Lamar Jackson played against a quarterback that threw 4 picks, he would have crucified him for it.
Yes.
Real quick, just to add some more context, because I'm looking at it. According to Pro Football Reference, so take it with a grain of salt, there was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drops by the Ravens in this game.
Cool.
2 of them by the greatest.
How many passes would those poorly throw? Because they could have got it and they dropped it. Come on, bro. Like I said there, Lamar Jackson is an inadequate quarterback. He's an inadequate pocket quarterback, bro.
Like I said, if I didn't know that behind that nasty ass profile pic was another black man, I swear this man was racist.
I'm not racist, bro. I speak the facts, bro. I speak the facts, bro. Bro, the fact is simple fact. It's simple fact.
Bro, out of the 59 throws, out of the 59 pass attempts that Lamar Jackson had, 9 of them, according to Pro Football Reference, were bad throws.
Warnock said it was 11 drops.
Oh, I'm not saying you're wrong. That's why I said according to Pro Football Reference, because I know they don't count everything.
They don't count. Why you missing them when they don't count everything? That's a mute point to you, bro.
Wait. The drop passes that he said 9.
I said that. No, I said they. According to Pro Football Reference, they had 7 drop passes, and out of the 59 throws that Lamar Jackson,
bro, this is why.
Hold up, Mookie. According to Pro Football Reference, they said 9 of them were bad throws.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing some of those bad throws. A lot of those throws he threw it where the receiver couldn't even catch it at all, not even touch it.
His accuracy, his ability, his deep ball accuracy was literally exposed in that game as well. When they pressure Lamar Jackson, and there's simple coverages that Lamar Jackson hasn't taken advantage of.
What coverages? You tell me.
Because it's all coverages.
What coverages? What he struggles with? You tell me.
He struggles with simple zone coverages.
Tell me what zone coverage?
Multiple zone coverages. Cover 2 as well. I seen the Miami Dolphins. I seen the Miami Dolphins have a single high safety and threw it underneath.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they play a lot of man in that game?
Hold on.
Yes, dog. That's what I'm saying.
They played a lot of man. Correct.
Hold on. That's the thing too. That's the thing too. That man Lamar Jackson struggles at cover 1. He struggles in underneath.
Threw a lot of him, yeah.
Hold on. He struggles in that aspect because you know what? He don't have the arm that he had. You don't have an arm. Matter of fact, he don't utilize. Hold on. Bro, why y'all keep on cutting?
Always stuttering.
Hold on, y'all keep on overcutting. Y'all keep on cutting me off. Y'all keep on cutting me off. Keep on cutting me off. First of all, hold on. Lamar Jackson pocket awareness is not really great as well, especially when the pressure comes to his right side.
This man is
revert,
racist as hell.
Bro, I'm not, bro. I watch the games. I study Lamar Jackson games.
Don't.
His pocket awareness is not really great.
Lamar
He
Jackson?
does not do a great job in the fade and sex. Usually when the pressure comes to his right side, he runs to the pressure, and that's not good from a quarterback to have this elite level.
He runs to the pressure, Mookie.
Yes,
does that even sound fucking right?
Oh my! Do you what? Trent?
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying, bro? You just said Lamar Jackson runs to his pressure. That sounds fucking stupid. It's illogical.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Trent. Let me give you an example. Against the Jacksonville Jaguars game, what was that game? No matter of fact, against your New York Giants. Yeah. When he took the snap, right, and the pressure was getting sent on both sides. He was getting sent on the left side per se, right? What did Lamar Jackson do? He ran to the left side, right?
He ran to the right because
he ran to the left side.
Running to the right.
Dub. Put that play on there, bro. Put that play on there.
You can't blind that shit right now. You're not about to get
God,
nigga.
Bro.
He didn't know about when he got sacked.
Oh my God,
about when he got sacked.
Yes, when he got sacked in that fumble, he ran to.
Wait, no.
He ran towards
the got that sack. It was a fucking blind. It was a fucking strip sack from the blind side.
No, he ran to the left side, bro.
What are you talking about?
He ran to the left side, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna watch this play.
He ran towards the left side, bro.
I literally just watched it just to confirm like all the bad plays that Lamar had while y'all guys were arguing. The way that play happened was the right side was blocked. There was a man when they blitzed because they sent like 5 or 6 guys. He came through the middle because 79 lost the blocking coverage, and that was on the left side. So it wasn't coming from the right side. Lamar then sees the guy coming. Lamar sees the guy coming. He makes a miss, tries to throw the ball, but it's not enough time.
He slid. First of all, if you had good pocket awareness, you first of all you would throw that goddamn play.
Oh no! I'm watching the play right now.
Yes,
I'm literally watching.
He went to the left side.
The lineman literally went under the blocker and then right in Lamar Jackson's face. You know how that's crazy, bro. Like he came out of nowhere.
Did he fumble that play?
Yes, because he got hit from the back.
Yes, he slid to the left side, bro. Bro, first of all, that's not great.
But you were just talking about the right side.
I said the left side.
You said the right side.
Oh my God, bro. I said the game against the Giants. I said the game against the Giants. I said the pressure came to the left side.
Oh, you talking about the Giants?
I just
watched the play. That play right there. Look at it. What are you talking about, Mookie?
I said the left side.
Okay, but look at the screen.
From the left side.
All right, so why is he running towards the left side, nigga?
The pressure was coming from the right, Mookie.
No, it was not. It was coming to the left side.
This nigga is
dumb. It was coming to the left side, but what are y'all talking about, bro?
Mookie, are you looking at the screen?
Oh my God, bro! Don't want to pull up this goddamn play.
Are you looking at the screen?
Oh my God,
just showed it right now.
Oh my God,
Stevie Wonder.
Oh my God, bro!
Look at the screen. Trent is about to show it again. Look at the screen. Just look at it.
I'm about to pull this up, bro.
Look at the screen we're showing you right now.
Bro, the pressure came to the.
That's the right side of him.
It's the right side.
Take it out. Trent, take it out. Please.
Oh yeah,
I don't want us to get flagged.
Oh yeah, word. My fault.
No problem.
Hey, but not say about my son. I got a hell anyways. I'm about to do it.
I got 5 more super chats. Give me 1 second, then we'll wrap things up here. Ghostman 231. What y'all think of the Orlando Brown free agency? It equals Lamar Jackson, Lamar's situation to explain it. Real ironic. Both were Ravens.
Orlando Brown was on the Chiefs and they didn't sign up.
Hey, you just brought Jamar Taylor? Duval, you better go protect T-Law. You better go get Orlando Brown.
I'm about to say you might as well just go get him then.
You better get Orlando Brown. You lost your tackle.
Facts. Where does Calvin Johnson rank all time as a wide receiver?
I got him 4.
Top 5.
3 or 4.
Top 3.
Depending on the day. Him and T.O. depending on the day.
I don't mind the 3 spot, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if we knocking Jerry Rice out of there, sure.
Hey, you're nasty. You're nasty.
No. Real. Randy T.O.
Oh my, no, bro.
Megatron
right?
Jerry Rice. Why not?
Nah, Trey, real talk. Why can't T.O. be better than Jerry Rice?
Bro, Rice. Oh, what? This is
Rice is number 1. Stop it.
Oh, you have
Rice is number 1?
I got Rice too. I got Moss
Can't
to
get
go.
what you on that. Can't get what you on that. Randy Moss
Moss,
better.
Moss to go.
Randy
Moss to
Moss
go
better.
to me.
Randy Moss better.
Stick 'em. They'll make it fun.
That is
They'll make
funny.
They'll make fun of G Baby shades when Dub gets on with the do rag. My do rag actually looks nice though.
Yeah, but you ain't got no waves under it though. You know what I mean?
Still look nice.
I mean, you can say.
I like AG baby. I like your glasses, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, you'll munch.
I am much.
What do you guys think of Lamar potentially going to the 49ers?
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, bro, they're winning the
nobody
Super
wants
Bowl,
this nigga.
but that's not happening.
No, nobody wants him. Nobody wanted Derek Carr either, nigga.
The Saints damn sure did. Hold on. Hold on. The Jets damn sure did. You know what the Jets said? They sat there and said, Derek Carr, if you come with us, bro, you come with us, my
Yeah,
nigga.
they lied.
You will be a Super Bowl quarterback if you win with this.
They lied.
You be a Super Bowl quarterback if you win with the Jets, bro. There's plenty of teams that wanted Derek Carr, nigga. Stop it, bro.
All right, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's all I got for tonight, bro. Does anybody have any final words before we head out?
Hey, the
No,
final
wait,
word.
wait,
The
no,
final
I wanna
words
know how
is,
you-
bro. Can anybody get pick this man Lamar up, bro? Do anybody want this nigga, bro? Does anybody want this
You're
nigga, bro?
so nasty.
Dude, bro, this
They want
supposed to
their
be the
2 first
hold
round
on,
picks.
this supposed to be the generational talent, bro.
He's not a
This supposed to be
generational
the-
talent.
This supposed to be the
He's
He's
MVP.
not a generational talent.
Hold on. This
What?
supposed to be the MVP.
The athlete generation.
Generational athlete, yeah, not a generational
Bro, this
talent.
supposed to be the MVP of the league. Nobody wants this nigga, bro. Nobody ain't willing to give that contract, bro. Nobody want him, bro. Nobody. Not the Commanders, bro. They don't want him. They don't want the Commanders. Don't want him. They need a quarterback. They don't want him. Huh?
Sam Howell's about to be better than Daniel
Did they
Jones,
have
bro.
2 first round
Huh?
picks to give up?
Oh
They have 2 first round picks to give up?
Sam Howell's about to be better than Daniel Jones.
Hey,
so
bro. All I
I'm
know,
going for
Derek
Daniel
Carr. Teams was knocking at the door for Derek Carr. Teams don't really want that nigga Lamar Jackson, bro. And the Ravens store here ain't giving this nigga
G Baby,
money,
Nick,
bro.
Trey, Bama, what y'all got?
bold take because we didn't get to it, but I think the Commanders are winning the division next year.
Oh, you smoking dick. Cool.
Trey, go ahead, Trey.
Guys, ladies, people of wherever you fall on the damn spectrum, whatever you do in life, just don't be a hater like Mookie.
I'm not a hater.
The hatred has seeped into this man's heart so deep.
I'm not a hater.
Brought up,
Yeah, you are.
no. Stop talking. When we brought up drop passes, he started talking about inaccurate throws. This man is so deeply entrenched on either sides of his arguments that at some point in time throughout the course of this show, this man coached for 2 teams and was the team doctor. So I say this to say this. Please, y'all, don't let the hate seep into you. Love is more powerful than hate.
Unless your name is Mike Will.
If I hate,
that is a
hold
bum.
on. Hey, say if I
Hey,
hate
Davis.
Lamar, then why nobody wants this nigga though? Like, why nobody want him, bro?
We explained it to you.
Bro,
We
why
don't care
nobody
about
want him, bro?
the
That's not a good reason, bro.
We answered
not
the
a good
question.
reason.
You just don't like the
That-
answer.
Yeah,
That- bro.
you just don't like the answer.
Bro, the Falcons don't want him. Damn, the Panthers don't want him. The Commanders don't want
The
him.
Panthers got the number
The
1
Raiders
pick.
don't want him. The 49ers don't want him. Damn, these are the teams that desperately need a quarterback. They don't want him. They don't want this nigga.
Nick.
The Jets don't want him.
Eagles
Come on, bro.
Nation, you're back.
Eagles Nation
Eagle
with that.
Nation.
Rice, T.O., Moss, then Calvin in that order. What's up, G Baby? I've been working morning. This show runs too late to be on at this time for me now.
Oh, okay. Well, hey,
Hey,
glad you back. I missed
Hey, hold on.
you.
Let me respond to blind.
heard
At
Daily.
least he showed up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Hey, Doug, let me
yeah.
respond to blind Daily in the chat. See, this is why I absolutely know you ain't watched not one single game of the fucking Raiders. The Raiders had one of the worst offensive line in football. Of course, your pocket awareness is going to go down to previous years, bro. They offensive line was so horrible. Derek Carr was one of the top 10 top 5, top 6 quarterbacks that was pressured, bro, in the pocket
Man,
on
racist.
all his dropbacks, bro. Stop it, bro. You stupid ass cunt.
Nick,
Fucking prick.
I'm done, yo.
Bama, talk to me, Bama.
Yo,
You there?
Bama barely been here. Where you been?
Yeah,
at,
man, where Bama at?
He been taking care of his kids. Bama?
Do what you gotta do.
I was about to say, Damon went to go be a father.
And what will be a father? Y'all be.
Hey,
easy, bruh.
I'm gonna say this. Randy Moss clears TO. But like I said there and said,
does Randy Moss clear Jerry Rice?
Nah. But like I said,
the real question is, does it clear Marcus Colston?
Wow.
Hey, G baby, does he clear Willie Snead?
I don't know. Willie Snead, a great receiver, apparently.
y'all niggas dead.
Y'all be easy. Like the video.
Peace. Yeah, word now.